My beloved child, before the foundations of the world I knew you, and I placed you in my hand where no power in heaven, on earth, or beneath the earth can remove you. I have set you far above principalities and powers, not by your own strength, but because I have seated you with me in heavenly places. You are hidden in the shadow of my wings, and my glory surrounds you as a shield that cannot be broken. I have given my angels charge over you, and they bear you up lest you dash your foot against a stone. I have placed you in a dwelling where no evil can penetrate, for I am your refuge and fortress. It is written, "The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms." I have covered you with my light, and darkness cannot overcome you. I have marked you with my name, and no stranger can lay claim to you. I have shut the mouth of the adversary concerning your life, and every weapon forged against you has already been rendered powerless. It is written, "When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." I have built around you walls of fire, and placed within you rivers of living water that will not run dry. You are not wandering in uncertainty, for I have established your steps and surrounded your path with my presence. It is written, "The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even for evermore." I have placed you where the reach of the wicked cannot find you, for I have set your habitation in the heights, and I carry you as on eagle's wings. I have crowned you with loving kindness and tender mercies, and I keep watch over you day and night. The schemes of the adversary are as dust before me, and the storms that rise against you are stilled by my word. It is written, "The Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand." I have spoken concerning you, and no force can overturn my decree. My covenant of peace is upon you, and my faithfulness is the fortress in which you dwell. I have hidden you in the secret place where the arrows of the night and the terrors of the day cannot reach. It is written, "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day. I am your covering, and my presence is your habitation. You are safe, for I have enclosed you within the circle of my power, and I am your everlasting defense. The heavens and the earth may be shaken, but your place in me shall never be moved, for I have sworn by my own name, and my word cannot be broken. It is written, "The mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed. I keep you as the apple of my eye, and I have inscribed you upon the palms of my hands. Your life is hid with me, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against you. I walk before you as a consuming fire, and I stand behind you as a mighty wall. Nothing can approach without my consent, and nothing can harm what I have sanctified for myself. It is written, "No man shall be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee." My child, you are not forgotten nor forsaken. I am your keeper in the day of battle, and your peace in the quiet hour. Your seat in heavenly places is sealed by my blood, and your inheritance is guarded by my own hand. It is written, The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it, and is safe. You are anchored in my presence where the storms of life cannot uproot you. For I have made you like a tree planted by rivers of living water, whose leaves do not wither. I have set you in the heavenly courts where my throne is established in righteousness and justice, and you stand there as one whom I have called by name. It is written, Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. I have given you the shield of faith that quenches every fiery dart, and I have surrounded you with songs of deliverance that cause the chains of fear to be broken. I watch over you as a shepherd watches his flock, leading you away from the snares set in secret, guiding you into the paths that are safe and secure. It is written, The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. You are lifted above the noise of the enemy's accusations, and I have placed in your mouth the word that overcomes every lie. My spirit within you is the seal of my ownership and the guarantee that you belong to me forever. I have built around you a wall no foe can scale, and laid beneath you a foundation that cannot be shaken. It is written, Thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word. The enemy seeks to trouble you with shadows and whispers, but I have filled your dwelling with light that exposes every hidden thing and renders it powerless. My hand rests upon your head to bless you, and my arm is stretched forth to protect you. The gates of your habitation are guarded by my presence, and the ground you stand upon is made holy by my Spirit. I have established you in a place of victory, not as one who strives in uncertainty, but as one who already possesses the triumph purchased for you. It is written, The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. My child, every path you take is under my watchful eye, and every step is ordered by me. I delight in seeing you walk in the ways I have prepared. You are preserved in the midst of nations, and I lift you above the reach of those who plot in secret. I have clothed you in strength for the journey, and I have set your feet upon a rock that will not sink beneath you. It is written, Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. I hold your days in my hand, and I surround you with my mercy like the dawn surrounds the earth. The arrows that are loosed in the darkness cannot find you, for I have hidden you in a pavilion of safety. I am the voice that goes before you and the shield that guards your back. I am the keeper of your soul and the sustainer of your breath. It is written, The Lord preserveth the simple. I was brought low, and he helped me. I have placed you where no curse can settle, and no verdict of the wicked can stand against you. The strength of my arm is your covering, and the breadth of my wings is your refuge. I have filled your dwelling with peace that the world cannot understand, and I have laid around you boundaries that the enemy cannot cross. It is written, He keepeth the paths of judgment, and preserveth the way of his saints. I have written your story with my own hand, and nothing can erase what I have decreed. The rivers of adversity may roar, and the mountains of opposition may rise, but your place in me is unshaken, and your safety is assured. I have given you the helmet of salvation and the breastplate of righteousness, so that no blow can strike you down. It is written, "The Lord shall deliver thee from every evil work, and will preserve thee unto his heavenly kingdom." You dwell in the midst of my sanctuary, and the fragrance of my presence is upon you. I keep watch through the watches of the night, and stand guard at the gates of your tomorrow. The light of my face shines upon your path, and I have placed my favor as a shield around you. It is written, "The Lord will perfect that which concerneth me." Thy mercy, O Lord, endureth forever. The kingdoms of the earth may rise and fall, but your inheritance in me remains untouched. The winds may howl, but you are anchored in the calm of my dominion. I have sworn that no harm shall befall you as you remain under my covering, and my word stands firm in the heavens. It is written, "The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles." I have called you to rest in the certainty of my protection, to walk in the assurance that I am your shelter. The eyes of the wicked may look upon you, but they cannot touch you, for I have hidden you under the canopy of my power. I have gone ahead to level the mountains and break the bars of iron, making straight the way before you. It is written, "For thou hast been a shelter for me, and a strong tower from the enemy." My presence overshadows you in the day, and covers you in the night. I have set my watchmen about you, and they will not hold their peace until my promises concerning you are fulfilled. You are my treasure, and I guard you with the fullness of my might. It is written, "The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate." I have appointed for you a portion in my kingdom that no thief can steal, and no moth can corrupt. You are kept for the day of my appearing, and you will stand secure when all else crumbles. My spirit rests within you as the eternal seal that you are mine, and the heavens bear witness that you are preserved in me forever. It is written, "I will strengthen them in the Lord, and they shall walk up and down in his name." I have placed your dwelling in the heights, where the reach of the adversary ends and the reign of my peace begins. Your life is surrounded by a hedge that I have planted, and your future is held in the hand that spans eternity. I have placed my blessing upon your house, and I have decreed that my goodness will follow you all the days of your life. The fire of my presence burns away every threat, and the dew of my mercy refreshes your soul continually. You are sustained by my word, upheld by my power, and preserved by my covenant. It is written, "Thou shalt be secure, because there is hope. Yea, thou shalt dig about thee, and thou shalt take thy rest in safety." My beloved, you will not stumble in the darkness, for I have filled your path with light. I have spoken over you words that cannot return void, and I have sworn by myself to keep you in the place I have appointed. No hand can snatch you from me. No voice can overturn my judgment in your favor. No power can dislodge you from your place in my kingdom. It is written, "The Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken." I have loved you with an everlasting love, and my commitment to you is unbreakable. You are the object of my care, and the recipient of my unending protection. My child, I have breathed my spirit into you, and placed within you a strength that cannot be diminished by the weight of trials or the heat of adversity, for the power that sustains you flows from my eternal throne. I have clothed you with the might of my right hand, enabling you to stand where others fall and to advance where others retreat. I have made your feet like hinds' feet to tread upon high places, and I have taught your hands to war and your fingers to fight, that you may prevail in every battle assigned to you. It is written, "Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all ye that hope in the Lord." The strength I give you is not a momentary surge but a constant river flowing within, renewing you each day and lifting you beyond the reach of weariness. I uphold you with my everlasting arms, and I cause you to walk through fire without being burned, and through waters without being overwhelmed. It is written, "The Lord will give strength unto his people. The Lord will bless his people with peace." I have set a firm resolve in your spirit, so that the roar of the adversary will not shake you, and the sight of many enemies will not cause you to turn aside. I fortify you in the secret place with strength that the world cannot take away, and I cause your inner man to be renewed, though the outward man faces pressure. It is written, "My flesh and my heart faileth, but God is the strength of my heart, and my portion forever." I have placed upon you the armor of light, and I empower you to lift the shield of faith until every fiery dart is quenched. You are girded with truth, and your strength is multiplied as you abide in my word and walk in my ways. I cause the weak to rise in victory, and I take the small and make it mighty before the nations. It is written, "He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength." My child, the force that sustains the heavens and the earth is the same that upholds you, and there is no power in creation that can exhaust my supply. I have given you the oil of gladness in place of mourning, so that your spirit is refreshed and your strength is renewed like the eagle's. You will run and not be weary. You will walk and not faint, for I am the one who gives you breath and life. It is written, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusted in him, and I am helped." I have placed you in the midst of trials, not to weaken you, but to perfect the strength I have deposited within you. Even in the valley of shadows, I fill you with courage and give you a song that rises above fear. You will not be broken by the weight of the day, for my strength is made perfect in your weakness. It is written, "The Lord shall strengthen him upon the bed of languishing. Thou wilt make all his bed in his sickness." I have appointed you to stand as a pillar in my house, unshaken by the winds of change and unmoved by the schemes of men. Your strength comes from my spirit, and your stability rests upon my unchanging word. I have taught you to draw upon me as your source, for I am the well that never runs dry. It is written, "In the day when I cried thou answeredst me, and strengthenedst me with strength in my soul." I am the one who girds you with power for the work set before you, and enlarges your steps so you will not stumble. I give you clarity when the way seems hidden, and endurance when the path seems long. I fill your hands with skill for the task, and your mouth with words that bring life. It is written, "The Lord upholdeth all that fall, and riseth up all those that be bowed down. You are not abandoned to fight in your own ability, for I have placed within you a deposit of divine strength that will carry you to the fulfillment of every promise. The days may be filled with challenges, but your strength will outlast them, for it is rooted in eternity. I cause your bones to be strong and your heart to be steadfast. Your spirit will not fail even when your body is pressed. It is written, "The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust." I have called you to lift your eyes above the storms and fix them on me. For as you look to me, your strength multiplies and your courage deepens. I cause your words to carry authority and your actions to carry weight, for my power rests upon you. I have made you as a fortified city, and those who rise against you will stumble and fall. It is written, "Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, in whose heart are the ways of them." My beloved, I have designed you to overcome, and I have given you the endurance to finish your course with joy. I strengthen you in the quiet moments when no one sees and in the public battles when many watch, for I am the same in both. I give you the victory before the fight begins and the song before the dawn breaks. It is written, "Seek the Lord and His strength, seek His face continually." I have made you able to carry burdens without breaking and to face resistance without yielding, for my Spirit works mightily in you. The strength I give does not fade with age nor diminish with time, for it is drawn from the eternal. I sustain you with my word and nourish you with my presence, and I cause your joy to be your strength. It is written, "In the day of my trouble I will call upon thee, for thou wilt answer me." I am with you in the press of the battle, in the stillness of the night, in the heat of the day, and in the cool of the morning. I strengthen your resolve when doubt comes knocking, and I lift your head when weariness bends it low. You will not collapse under the strain, for I carry you in my everlasting arms. It is written, "The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate." The force of my strength is not measured by numbers or weapons, but by the unshakable reality that I am with you. I strengthen your faith, I steady your hands, I quicken your mind, and I anchor your heart in the certainty of my love. You will not falter in the day of adversity, for I have made you more than a conqueror, and my Spirit within you is greater than any that would oppose you. It is written, "The Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones. And thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail not." You are never without help, never without strength, never without my presence, for I am your everlasting portion, and my power is at work in you both to will and to do of my good pleasure. I have made you as a wall of brass before your adversaries, and I cause you to stand in the day when others are shaken. I sustain you with a continual supply from my throne, and I renew you as the morning renews the earth with light. It is written, "The Lord is their strength, and he is the saving strength of his anointed." I have made you capable of carrying the weight of my assignments without fainting, for my grace infuses you with resilience beyond human measure. The trials you endure refine the strength I have placed within you, and each season adds to the testimony of my power at work in you. I have set you as a beacon that stands tall amidst the waves, unmoved by their force, shining all the brighter in the midst of storms. It is written, strengthened with all might, according to his glorious power, unto all patience and long-suffering with joyfulness. I am the one who teaches you to draw from the wells of my might in moments when your own reserves seem low, and I make your heart steadfast so that discouragement finds no resting place within you. I empower you to press on when the path grows steep, to lift your voice in praise when the night lingers, to believe when the evidence is yet unseen. It is written, he will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. I fill you with the confidence that comes from knowing you are never alone in the struggle, for I walk beside you. I carry you when the burden grows heavy, and I strengthen you with my own life within you. I have given you a spirit that will not yield to fear, and I cause your courage to be a testimony to those around you. The very breath you draw is sustained by my hand, and the heartbeat that carries you forward is guarded by my will. It is written, the Lord is righteous, he hath cut asunder the cords of the wicked. I have forged within you a faith that will not collapse under the weight of delay, and I give you the patience to endure until the fullness of my promise comes to pass. Your steps are ordered, and the strength I have given you will outlast the journey ahead. You are like a fortified tower, built upon the rock, rising above the floodwaters and standing firm against the winds of adversity. It is written, the Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. I have appointed you to walk with the authority of one who carries the strength of the king, and I have placed in your hands the tools to tear down the strongholds of darkness. You will not be overwhelmed by the pressures that come, for I have equipped you for every task, anointed you for every battle, and strengthened you for every season. It is written, thou shalt make thy prayer unto him, and he shall hear thee, and thou shalt pay thy vows. Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. I give you a tongue that speaks life, and I strengthen the words you utter so they carry power and accomplish the purpose for which they are sent. I cause your influence to extend beyond what your strength alone could achieve, for my Spirit magnifies your efforts and multiplies the fruit of your labor. It is written, the Lord will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. I do not allow the battles you face to consume you, for I have already measured them against the strength I have placed within you, and I will not permit them to exceed what I have prepared you to endure. I cause the blows of the adversary to serve only to strengthen your resolve, and the resistance you face becomes the very training that shapes you for greater victories ahead. It is written, the God of Israel is he that giveth strength and power unto his people. Blessed be God. I have surrounded you with my presence as a shield, so that the arrows aimed at you lose their power before they strike. I refresh you in the heat of the day and revive you in the chill of the night, so that you remain steady in every season. My power is a current within you, flowing without ceasing, carrying you forward even when your natural strength is spent. It is written, "The Lord upholdeth all that fall, and riseth up all those that be bowed down." I do not allow your labor to be in vain, for every effort empowered by my strength bears fruit in its season. The victories I give you are not fleeting but eternal, and the strength I provide is not diminished by the passing of years. You are made strong to endure, strong to advance, strong to overcome, and strong to stand until the end. It is written, "The Lord is a man of war, the Lord is his name." I fight alongside you, I strengthen your hands for battle, and I make your arms able to bend a bow of steel. The enemy may gather, but I scatter them before you with the breath of my mouth. I have anointed you to prevail, and my strength in you is a sign that I have called and chosen you for myself. It is written, "He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber." I do not tire in sustaining you, and I do not grow weary in lifting you when the weight feels too great. I am your constant source, your unending supply, your unshakable refuge. My strength is not just for moments of crisis, but for the daily steps of obedience that lead you into the fullness of my purpose. It is written, "The Lord of hosts is with us, the God of Jacob is our refuge." I am with you in the climb, I am with you at the summit, and I am with you when the path descends into the valley. My hand never releases you, and my strength never fails you. The trials may be many, but my provision of endurance is greater. I have decreed that you will finish your race, and I have supplied all you need to reach the end in triumph. It is written, "The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil, he shall preserve thy soul." I preserve you not only in body but in heart, mind, and spirit, so that no corruption finds a place in you. I make you strong to resist temptation, strong to speak truth, strong to love when it is costly, and strong to forgive when it is difficult. I am the source and the sustainer of all that you are, and I delight to see you walking in the fullness of the strength I have poured into you. It is written, "Happy is he that hath the God of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Lord his God." I am your help, I am your hope, I am your shield, and I am your strength forever. My child, I have taken you by the hand and set you upon the path that I have chosen, a way that is ordered in my wisdom and lit by the light of my presence. I have gone before you to prepare the way, removing stumbling blocks and making the crooked places straight, so that your steps may be firm and sure. I guide you with my eye, watching every turn and every decision, and I whisper into your spirit the direction you are to take. It is written, "Thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left." I lead you not only in moments of great decision, but in the quiet details of your daily walk, shaping your thoughts and inclining your heart toward my will. I draw you away from paths that would harm you and lead you into places where my blessing flows. It is written, "I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. I have placed my spirit within you to be your constant counselor, to give you discernment when voices are many and clarity when the road seems uncertain. You are never without direction, for my word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. I take you through valleys with a steady hand and up mountains with the strength you require, and I cause the seasons of your life to align with my purposes. It is written, "The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his way." I have kept you from dangers you did not see, and I have led you to provisions you did not expect. Even in the moments you felt lost, I was weaving your steps into the pattern of my plan, and I was shaping your journey for my glory and your good. I place signposts along the way, divine appointments, timely words, open doors, and even closed ones, to steer you into the place I have appointed. It is written, "For this God is our God forever and ever. He will be our guide even unto death." I lead you through still waters when you need rest, and through refining fires when I am shaping you for greater purpose. Yet in both, my presence remains the same. I do not abandon you to guess the way, for I delight in walking with you, turning your face toward mine so you may see the direction in my eyes. It is written, "Lead me, O Lord, in thy righteousness because of mine enemies. Make thy way straight before my face." I bring you into alignment with my will, even when you do not yet understand the full picture, for I know the end from the beginning. When the road takes a turn you did not anticipate, it is written, "He will be our guide even unto death." I lead you in such a way that the traps of the adversary are exposed before you step into them, and I give you the wisdom to choose paths that bring life and peace. My hand rests upon you, steadying your heart so that you are not swayed by the noise of the world or the pressure of the moment. It is written, "Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established." I have taught you to trust my timing, for every step I lead you to take is in the appointed season, and every place I guide you is for a purpose beyond what you see. Even the delays I allow are part of my direction, for they position you to arrive at the exact moment I have ordained. It is written, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way." I guide you through the counsel of my word, through the prompting of my spirit, through the wisdom of those I place around you, and through the peace I give when you are on the right path. I have taught you to be still when necessary and to move quickly when I open the way, for my guidance is perfect and without error. It is written, "Lead me in thy truth, and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day." I have directed your heart to follow after what is pure, noble, and eternal, so that your decisions align with heaven's priorities. I shape your desires so that they point toward my will, and I give you the discernment to refuse paths that may seem right but lead to destruction. It is written, "The Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail not." I am the shepherd who calls you by name, leading you out of harm's way and into green pastures where you can flourish. My voice will never lead you into confusion or into darkness, but into light and truth. It is written, "Show me thy ways, O Lord, teach me thy paths." I walk ahead of you, clearing the way, and I walk beside you, keeping you from straying. I even walk behind you to guard you from what would seek to overtake you. My guidance surrounds you completely, for I am committed to bringing you into the fullness of what I have prepared. It is written, "When thou goest, thy steps shall not be straitened, and when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble." I turn even your mistakes into steps on the right path when you return your heart to me, for nothing can thwart my purposes when you follow my lead. I guide you through the quiet impressions in your heart and the strong convictions that stop you from moving in the wrong direction. It is written, "I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight." I lead you not only for your own sake, but for those whose lives will be touched because you obeyed my direction. Every place I take you holds opportunities for my kingdom to be revealed through you. It is written, "The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even for evermore. I am your compass in the wilderness, your light in the night, your map in unfamiliar territory. I am the one who knows where every road leads, and the one who alone can take you to the place where my promises meet their fulfillment in your life. Follow me, for I will never lead you astray, and the end of my path is always life. My guidance is not random nor uncertain, for I am the one who charts your course with precision, and every step you take under my leading carries purpose. I surround you with my counsel so that when the voices of many seek to influence you, you will discern the one voice that never fails, the voice of your shepherd. It is written, "If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him." I incline your heart toward the right direction, placing within you a knowing that aligns with my spirit, and I confirm my will with the peace that surpasses understanding. Even when the journey requires faith without full sight, I make my presence your assurance and my word your foundation. It is written, "He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake." I do not only guide your feet but also your thoughts, so that your meditations draw you closer to my truth, and your decisions are birthed from a heart that seeks my ways. I open your eyes to see opportunities that others pass by and give you courage to walk through doors I have unlocked. I guard you from paths that would delay my purpose in your life and redirect you when distractions seek to detour your focus. It is written, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." I walk with you through seasons of uncertainty, not leaving you to wander in confusion, but drawing you forward step by step into clarity. I provide guidance through the light of my word, through the counsel of the godly, and through the stirring of my spirit within you. I am with you in every choice, even the ones you think are small, for all decisions matter in the shaping of your destiny. It is written, "Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto thee." I set boundaries along your way, not to limit you but to keep you within the flow of my blessing, for outside my path lies frustration and loss. I take what seems like delays and use them to align you perfectly with my timing, for the moment I release you forward is the moment that will bear the most fruit. It is written, "Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me." I open your ears to hear my instructions in the quiet hours, and I remind you of my promises in the moments when you are tempted to turn back. My guidance carries with it provision, for I never send you where my hand does not also sustain you. I lead you through seasons of learning before I bring you into places of responsibility, for I am preparing you to walk in the fullness of what I have planned. It is written, "The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them." I shape your path in a way that builds your character while fulfilling your calling, and I weave together the places you have been with the places you are going. Even the roads that seemed barren were preparing you for the harvest ahead. It is written, "For thou art my rock and my fortress, therefore for thy name's sake lead me and guide me." I protect you from aligning with voices that would pull you away from my purposes, and I keep you sensitive to the sound of my spirit so that you recognize when I am saying, "Go," and when I am saying, "Wait." I use circumstances, impressions, and divine appointments to confirm the direction I have already whispered into your heart. It is written, "The righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth." I do not simply point the way from afar. I walk with you, ensuring that your steps are steady, your heart is strong, and your mind is clear. I am present in every turn, every climb, every descent, and every resting place. My hand is upon you to keep you from slipping, and my eyes are upon you to ensure you arrive exactly where I have intended. It is written, "He will keep the feet of his saints." I guide you in a manner that teaches you to rely on my presence and not on your own calculations, for my wisdom is far above the reasoning of man. I place before you choices that train you to discern my will so that you are not easily deceived by what only appears good. It is written, "Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart." I have already walked the path ahead of you, removing what would have harmed you and preparing what will strengthen you. Even when the road seems narrow, I make it sufficient for your feet, and when it widens, I give you grace to move forward without fear. It is written, "I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known." I guide you into divine opportunities at the precise moment they are ready, not a moment too early nor too late. I align the seasons of your life with the rhythm of heaven so that you are in the right place at the right time to receive what I have ordained. It is written, "When thou goest, thy way shall be opened up, and when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble." I am your guide in the valley and on the mountaintop, in the wilderness and in the fruitful land, for there is no place my direction does not reach. I guard you from trusting in the noise of the crowd and teach you to recognize the still, small voice that leads to life. It is written, "Blessed is every one that feareth the Lord, that walketh in his ways." I lead you with patience, knowing when to move you quickly and when to have you wait and gather strength. I am never hurried nor delayed, for my timing is perfect and my route is sure. I do not lose sight of you, and I never abandon you midway, for I am committed to bringing you into the fullness of my plan. It is written, "Lead me in a plain path because of mine enemies." I go ahead of you to prepare favor, I walk beside you to give strength, and I remain behind you to protect you from what would pursue. I bring you through trials that refine your discernment and into blessings that confirm my faithfulness. It is written, "The way of the just is uprightness. Thou, most upright, dost weigh the path of the just." My child, as long as you keep your eyes on me, you will never walk in darkness, for my light will always lead you forward. The path I have chosen for you is secure, and my guidance will carry you to the end in victory. I have called you into the inheritance of the righteous, and my hand rests upon you to prosper the work of your hands, to establish your steps, and to surround you with abundance that brings glory to my name. It is written, "Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out." I bless you in the hidden places where no one sees, and I bless you in the open where all can witness my favor upon you. The blessing I give is rich and adds no sorrow with it, for I cause your cup to overflow in the presence of both friends and foes, and I ensure that the oil upon your head never runs dry. It is written, "Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over." I bless your thoughts so that wisdom flows from your lips. I bless your steps so that they lead to fruitful ground, and I bless your seasons so that each one yields what I have ordained for it. I withhold no good thing from those who walk uprightly before me, and I take delight in giving you the kingdom's treasures because you are my child and heir. It is written, "The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand." I bless you with peace that cannot be taken, with joy that cannot be diminished, and with strength that is renewed like the eagles. I bless your relationships so they are filled with love, honor, and unity. I bless your dwelling so it becomes a refuge and sanctuary of my presence. I bless your name so that it carries the fragrance of my faithfulness wherever it is spoken. It is written, "The Lord will bless his people with peace." I have blessed your spirit with eternal life, your soul with satisfaction, and your body with vitality to serve my purposes. I bless your rising up and your lying down, your planting and your harvest, your prayers and your praises, for in all these I pour myself out to you without measure. It is written, "Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is." My blessing establishes you in the land I have promised, gives you favor with those in authority, and causes doors to open before you that no man can shut. I bless you with the grace to stand firm in trials, to rejoice in tribulation, and to see victory where others see only impossibility. It is written, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life." I bless your mind with clarity so you discern the way to go. I bless your hands so they bring increase. I bless your words so they carry life, and I bless your heart so that it remains steadfast in love and truth. I am the one who blesses your bread and your water, who blesses your going to battle and your returning in triumph, who blesses your generations so that your children and your children's children know the strength of my covenant. It is written, Blessed is every one that feareth the Lord, that walketh in his ways. For thou shalt eat the labor of thine hands. Happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee. I bless your days with divine appointments, your nights with restful peace, and your years with the fulfillment of every promise I have spoken over you. I bless you with the shield of my favor, so that no weapon formed against you prospers. And I bless you with the light of my countenance that lifts you above the shadows of this world. It is written, The Lord bless thee, and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. My blessing clothes you with dignity, crowns you with mercy, and fills your storehouses with more than enough. I bless you with divine health to fulfill your calling, with open heavens to receive my provision, and with steadfast hope that anchors you through every storm. It is written, Blessed is he that considereth the poor. The Lord will deliver him in time of trouble. I bless your faith so it grows exceedingly, your love so it abounds more and more, and your testimony so it draws many into my kingdom. I bless your work so it is established, your vision so it is enlarged, and your influence so it is sanctified for my glory. It is written, Blessed are they that keep his testimonies, and that seek him with the whole heart. My blessing follows you through valleys and leads you to mountaintops. It surrounds you in the desert and refreshes you beside still waters. It covers you in battle and rejoices with you in victory. I bless your future so it unfolds in perfect alignment with my will, and I bless your present so it carries the sweetness of my presence every moment. It is written, Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. I bless you with unwavering courage to step into the unknown, with divine strategy to overcome every obstacle, and with joy that remains even when circumstances shift. My blessing does not fade with time but increases as you walk with me, and it multiplies to touch every life connected to yours. It is written, Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. I bless your obedience so it brings forth fruit in season and out of season, your sacrifices so they yield eternal reward, and your prayers so they ascend before me as incense. I bless your trust so it is unshakable, your endurance so it is complete, and your song so it never ceases. It is written, Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. My blessing is upon your beginnings and your endings, your labor and your rest, your sowing and your reaping. I bless you to be a blessing, to pour into others from the overflow I place within you, to shine as a light that draws the lost to the safety of my embrace. It is written, Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. I bless you with revelation to know me more deeply, with wisdom to walk in my ways, and with discernment to recognize my leading in every matter. My blessing transforms your life into a testimony of my faithfulness and ensures that your days are marked by the evidence of my hand upon you. It is written, Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. I bless your heart so it remains tender to my voice, your spirit so it remains steadfast in faith, and your life so it remains fruitful in every season. You are surrounded by my goodness, upheld by my mercy, and enriched by my grace, for my blessing is the seal of my covenant with you, and it will not fail. My beloved, I have blessed the works of your hands so that whatever you do prospers. For you are like a tree planted by the rivers of water, bringing forth fruit in season, whose leaf shall not wither. It is written, Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. My blessing clothes you with strength for every task, and with grace for every encounter, so that you move in the favor of heaven wherever you are sent. I bless your storehouses so that there is always provision, and I bless your seed so that it multiplies beyond expectation. It is written, Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. I bless you in the land where I have planted you so that you shine as a light and become a testimony to those around you. My blessing shields you from the devourer, and I rebuke the enemy for your sake so that nothing can snatch away the increase I have given. I bless your words so they are seasoned with grace and carry life. For the tongue of the righteous is as choice silver to those who hear it. It is written, Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. I bless you with the joy of redemption, with the peace that comes from knowing you are reconciled to me, and with the assurance that my favor rests upon you all the days of your life. I bless your path so that it is straight before you, and I bless your nights so that they are filled with rest and divine visions. It is written, Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. My blessing lifts you from the ash heap and sets you among princes, giving you an inheritance among the sanctified. I bless your dwelling place so that it is a refuge from every storm and a place where my name is honored. I bless your thoughts so they are filled with wisdom and understanding, and I bless your spirit so it remains steadfast in hope. It is written, Blessed are they that dwell in thy house, they will be still praising thee. I bless your journey so that you go from strength to strength, and I bless your worship so that it rises before me as a sweet fragrance. I bless your body with health, your mind with clarity, and your hands with skill, so that all you do reflects my excellence. It is written, Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, in whose heart are the ways of them. My blessing surrounds you with songs of deliverance, and I go before you to prepare the way so that no snare can entangle you. I bless your labor so that it yields abundance, and I bless your waiting so that it brings forth fulfillment in due time. I bless your obedience so that it opens the windows of heaven over you, and I bless your faith so that it grows exceedingly in every season. It is written, Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance. I bless your eyes so they see the wonders I perform, your ears so they hear my voice clearly, and your heart so it understands the mysteries of my kingdom. I bless your home with laughter, your table with provision, and your relationships with unity and love. It is written, "Blessed is that man that mocketh the Lord his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies." I bless your influence so that it spreads light into dark places, your testimony so that it draws others into my grace, and your journey so that every step is aligned with my purpose. I bless your sowing so that you reap bountifully, your prayers so they are answered speedily, and your hands so that they never lack work that prospers. It is written, "Blessed is he that considereth the poor, the Lord will deliver him in time of trouble." My blessing keeps you safe in the shadow of my wings, and I am your refuge and fortress against every arrow of the enemy. I bless your name so that it is remembered for righteousness and truth, and I bless your legacy so that it endures for generations. I bless your discernment so that you are never led astray, and I bless your courage so that you stand firm in the day of battle. It is written, "Blessed are all they that put their trust in him." I bless your heart so that it overflows with thanksgiving, your lips so that they continually speak praise, and your steps so that they walk in the paths of peace. I bless your seasons so that each brings forth its appointed fruit, and I bless your soul so that it prospers even as your body prospers. It is written, "Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Lord, and teachest him out of thy law." I bless your learning so that it leads to wisdom, your seeking so that it leads to truth, and your serving so that it brings eternal reward. I bless your hope so that it never fails, your light so that it never dims, and your faith so that it never wavers. I bless your family so they know me and walk in my ways, your friends so they are strengthened by your presence, and your community so it is touched by the love you carry. It is written, "Blessed is the people that know the joyful sound. They shall walk, O Lord, in the light of thy countenance." I bless your vision so that it is lifted higher, your understanding so that it is deepened, and your strength so that it is renewed daily. I bless your battle so that you emerge victorious, your trials so that they refine you, and your victories so that they bring glory to my name. It is written, "Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the God of our salvation." I bless your dreams so that they align with my plans, your mornings so that they begin with my presence, and your evenings so that they end with my peace. I bless you with steadfastness to endure, generosity to give freely, and faith to receive abundantly. I bless you with clarity in decisions, courage in opposition, and joy in service. I bless your beginnings so they are strong and your endings so they are greater, for my blessing is not limited but continues to overflow without ceasing, and all who see will know that you are called by my name and marked by my favor. My child, you are secure in me, for I am the unshakable foundation upon which you stand, the everlasting arms beneath you, and the shield that surrounds you on every side. Nothing can snatch you from my hand, for I have sealed you with my spirit, and I watch over you with a vigilance that never sleeps. It is written, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it, and is safe." You are hidden under the shadow of my wings, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper, for my covenant with you cannot be broken. I have gone before you to prepare your way, and I am behind you as your rear guard, so that every step you take is covered in my protection. It is written, "The Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand." I have placed a wall of fire around you, and within it, my glory is your dwelling. You are engraved upon the palms of my hands, and I hold you close to my heart, so that nothing in heaven, on earth, or beneath can separate you from my love. The storms may rage, but I am your anchor that holds firm. The earth may tremble, but you are rooted in the rock that cannot be moved. It is written, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble." I have assigned my angels to encamp around you and to bear you up, so that you do not stumble or fall into the snares of the wicked. I have set boundaries the enemy cannot cross, and I have declared over you that the gates of hell shall not prevail. You are secure because I am faithful, and my word over you is settled in the heavens. It is written, "Thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. I have covered your head in the day of battle, and I have clothed you with my armor so that every fiery dart is quenched. Even when the waters rise, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, for I am with you and I will never forsake you." It is written, "The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms." I have placed you in the secret place of my presence, where the schemes of the enemy cannot reach, and the voice of fear cannot enter. I am your light in the darkness, your fortress in the midst of war, and your shelter in the heat of the day. I secure your going out and your coming in, and I preserve your soul from all harm. It is written, "The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil, he shall preserve thy soul." I have surrounded you with my goodness and mercy, and I have hedged you in with my peace, so that you are unshaken even when nations roar and kingdoms fall. My truth is your shield, and my promises are your stronghold, for I have declared that I will keep you from falling, and present you faultless before my presence with exceeding joy. It is written, "When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee." I secure your life in the book I have written for you, and I order your steps so that they align with my perfect will. I am the shepherd who guards the sheep by night and by day, and I will not allow the thief to break through and steal. Your security is not built on shifting ground, but on the everlasting covenant of my blood, which speaks better things on your behalf. It is written, "In the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge." I have given you the key of David so that what you open cannot be shut, and what you shut cannot be opened by the enemy. I have called you by name, and because you are mine, I guard your destiny and preserve your inheritance. My spirit within you is a seal and a guarantee of the life that cannot be taken away. It is written, "He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler." You are safe in the midst of uncertainty because I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I am your refuge in the time of storm, your rock of habitation to which you can continually come, and I will never turn you away. You are secure in your identity as my child, in your position as my beloved, and in the eternal life I have given you. It is written, "For thou hast been a shelter for me, and a strong tower from the enemy. No power of darkness can pluck you from my grasp. No scheme of the adversary can overturn my decree, and no trial can remove you from my love. I have surrounded you with songs of deliverance, and I have written your name among the overcomers who will sit with me on my throne." It is written, "As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth, even forever. You are guarded by my word, kept by my power, and sustained by my hand, so that even in the valley of the shadow of death you will fear no evil. I am your ever-present help, your constant defender, and your unshakable foundation. I have pledged myself to keep you from the hour of trial, and to lead you in triumph over every enemy. It is written, "The beloved of the Lord shall dwell in safety by him, and the Lord shall cover him all the day long." Your life is hidden with me in my glory, and your days are written in my book before one of them came to be. I am your refuge from generation to generation, and I have sworn by my name that I will never leave you unguarded. I have fenced you in with my protection, and I have placed my banner of love over you, as a sign that you belong to me forever. It is written, "The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace." I carry you as a shepherd carries the lamb, close to my heart, shielding you from the prowling lion and delivering you from the snare of the fowler. I keep watch over you through the watches of the night, and my eyes are ever upon you to guide you in the path of life. I have spoken over you that you will dwell in safety and be at peace, for I am the guardian of your soul and the keeper of your destiny, and I will bring you through every season secure in my love. My child, no force can overturn what I have spoken concerning you. I watch over your dwelling, and I establish your borders. I guard your thoughts and steady your heart, and I keep your path from slipping. It is written, "He keepeth the paths of judgment, and preserveth the way of his saints." I have placed my mark upon you, so that the destroyer cannot touch you, and I have hidden you in the secret chamber of my presence, where the schemes of the wicked cannot prevail. Your days are not left to chance, but are ordered by my wisdom, and I uphold you with my righteous right hand, so that you stand firm when others fall. I have made your refuge within myself, and I am the covering over your head when the arrows of adversity are released. It is written, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. I shield you from accusations and from the traps laid in darkness, and I cause the plots of your enemies to collapse upon themselves. I will not allow you to be moved from the place I have planted you, for you are like a tree rooted by rivers of living water, flourishing even in drought. I am your dwelling place in all generations, and I carry you from the rising of the sun to its going down. I go before you as a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, making your way clear and lighting your steps in the darkness. It is written, "I will be as a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. The storms that come will not be your undoing, for I have given you a sure foundation, and when the floodwaters rise they will not sweep you away. I preserve your life from premature destruction, and I keep your soul from the pit. I will rescue you from the snare and bring you out into a place of spaciousness where your heart can breathe freely. I have given you authority to tread upon every force that rises against you, and I myself will uphold the word I have spoken over your life. It is written, "The Lord shall deliver thee from every evil work, and will preserve thee unto his heavenly kingdom." I have clothed you with my favor as a shield, so that those who rise against you will stumble and fall. I cover you in the day of battle, and strengthen you in the hour of trial. And I make your feet like hinds' feet, so that you walk securely on high places. I cause my light to shine on your path, so that you are not ensnared in darkness, and I order your steps so that you walk in safety and not in fear. I have placed my angels at the gates of your life, to guard your comings and goings, and to watch over the boundaries I have established. It is written, "I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety." I preserve your mind from the torment of lies, and fill your heart with the calm of my presence, so that even in the midst of great shaking you will remain unshaken. I am your fortress against the flood, your shield in the fire, and your strong tower against the winds that blow. I surround you with songs of deliverance, and I speak peace into every storm that threatens you. I uphold you when you pass through trial, and I bring you through with the testimony of my faithfulness on your lips. It is written, "The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore." I have called you by name, and no one can take you out of my hand. I have placed you in my fold, and the wolf cannot snatch you away. You are secure because my covenant is with you, and my mercy is everlasting toward you. I hedge you about with my presence, so that the arrows that fly by day and the terrors of the night cannot reach you. I have given you the promise that when you call to me, I will answer. I will be with you in trouble, I will deliver you, and I will honor you. I have sworn by myself that I will keep you from harm and establish you in peace. It is written, "He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee." I preserve your harvest so that the devourer cannot destroy it, and I guard the fruit of your labor so that it endures. I have spoken blessing over your house, and I have stationed my watchmen around your walls. You are under my covering in the day of evil, and I lift up a standard against the enemy when he comes in like a flood. I am your keeper in the wilderness, your protection in the city, and your shelter in the secret place. My peace will be the umpire of your heart, keeping you steady when others are shaken, and my joy will be your strength in the midst of adversity. It is written, "The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him." I will keep you safe from hidden dangers, and I will deliver you from the net that has been secretly laid. You are safe because I am in your midst, and I will not allow the oppressor to triumph over you. My hand will hold you steady when you pass through deep waters, and my voice will guide you into paths of safety. I will teach you to dwell securely, to rest in my shadow, and to trust in my unfailing watch over your life. I will be your hiding place, preserving you from trouble and surrounding you with songs of deliverance. I will keep your life from being cut off, and I will make you to stand before kings as a testimony of my keeping power. It is written, Thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word. You are secure because I never slumber nor sleep, and my eyes are always on you. I will protect you from the scourge of fear and from the pestilence that walks in darkness, and I will shield you from the arrow that flies unseen. I have covered your head in the day of war, and I will not let you be consumed by the heat of the battle. I am the one who keeps your lamp burning and preserves your steps from slipping. My love will encircle you like a crown, and my faithfulness will be your protection from generation to generation. It is written, He shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Bread shall be given him, his waters shall be sure. I will cause you to lie down, and none will make you afraid. For I am with you, and my covenant of peace will not be removed. I will keep your mind in perfect peace because it is stayed on me, and I will give you rest from the fear of evil. I will guard your heart from the arrows of despair and clothe you in garments of praise, keeping you secure in my joy. I will make you dwell in safety, and I will be the keeper of your soul until the day you stand before me in glory. My child, I have seen every tear, I have heard every cry, and I have felt the weight that sickness has tried to place upon you. I have not turned my face away, for my hand has been stretched forth to touch you with the life that flows from my throne. The pain that has gripped your body is not greater than the power of my word. The infirmity that has tried to weaken you will not stand against the breath of my spirit. It is written, I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds. My covenant is sealed with my own blood, and in that covenant is the promise of wholeness in your body, your mind, and your spirit. I have spoken healing over you before you even called upon me, for I knew what you would need and made provision through the stripes laid upon me. It is written, He sent His word and healed them and delivered them from their destructions. The word I send forth is not weak or powerless. It is alive, sharp, and filled with the creative force that made the heavens and the earth. When it touches your body, it brings order where there has been chaos, strength where there has been weakness, and life where there has been the shadow of death. I do not heal you with a partial work, but with a completeness that renews you from the marrow of your bones to the thoughts in your mind. It is written, The Lord will strengthen him upon the bed of languishing. Thou wilt make all his bed in his sickness. I am not only your healer, I am your keeper, sustaining you when you cannot lift yourself, upholding you when the weight feels too much to bear. My touch is not bound by distance, nor is it hindered by time, for I am present in the very breath you take. Every cell in your body hears my command, and every function aligns to the design I placed in you when I knit you together in the secret place. You are not left to battle this alone, for my spirit surrounds you, and my angels stand guard over you. It is written, I have seen his ways, and will heal him. I will lead him also, and restore comforts unto him. You will not be left in the valley of affliction, for I am leading you into the light of restoration. I am reversing the damage, undoing the works of the enemy, and pouring oil and wine into the places that have been broken. Even as you sleep, I am at work, weaving together the threads of your healing so that you awake renewed. My child, do not fear the report of men, for my word is higher than their words. It is written, I will heal them and reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. Peace will flood your heart as you trust in my promise, and truth will silence the lies that say you will not recover. I do not speak in vain. When I declare you whole, it is so. My healing is not only for your body but for the heaviness in your soul. I am removing the weight of worry and filling you with the joy that strengthens your spirit. It is written, O Lord my God, I cried unto thee, and thou hast healed me. Your cry has reached my throne, and I have answered. Every prayer, every whisper, every groan too deep for words has been received, and I have moved on your behalf. My healing will not delay, for the time of restoration is now. The river of life flows from my presence, and as you draw near, you will drink deeply and be refreshed. The places that have felt barren will bloom again. The strength you thought was lost will rise within you like the dawn. I have placed in you the breath of life, and that breath will not be stolen by sickness. It is written, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. I have spoken health over your days, and no power in heaven or earth can annul what I have decreed. The shadow that has lingered will be chased away by the light of my glory. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and my hand that healed the leper, the blind, and the lame is the same hand upon you now. Do not measure your healing by how you feel in a moment, for my work is unfolding in layers, touching every hidden part that needs renewal. I am making all things new, and you will testify of my goodness. It is written, I will heal their backsliding, I will love them freely, for mine anger is turned away from him. Even where you have doubted, even where faith has wavered, I have not turned away. Instead, I have embraced you with mercy and covered you with love. My healing power is an extension of my love, for I delight to see you whole. You are not a vessel meant to carry pain, but a temple meant to carry my glory. I am breathing life into your bones, washing away the poison of sickness, and filling you with light that darkness cannot overcome. You will stand strong again, and the sound of rejoicing will rise from your lips. It is written, And ye shall serve the Lord your God, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. My blessing rests upon all that you take in, and my protection covers you like a shield. No disease will lay hold of you, for my covenant has spoken otherwise. My blood speaks a better word than affliction. It declares redemption, healing, and life everlasting. Rest in me, for I am the healer who does not fail. You are not forgotten. You are in the center of my hand, where no harm can snatch you away. As you keep your heart fixed on me, your strength will rise, your body will flourish, and your testimony will shine as a beacon to others who wait for their healing. I am with you always, and my healing presence will never depart from you, for you are mine, and I am your God. My beloved, I have surrounded you with the shield of my presence, and nothing formed against you shall prevail. Every breath you take is a testament to the life I have placed within you, and that life is sustained by my Spirit, which no affliction can overcome. I have spoken healing into your being, and my word is life to all your flesh. It is written, I will heal thee, and thou shalt be healed, for I am thy praise. You are not a vessel for decay, but a vessel for my glory, and the light of my countenance rests upon you, burning away every trace of infirmity. I walk through the chambers of your body as the great physician, setting right what has been out of place, commanding the flow of life to reach every part, restoring order and perfect function. I have heard the words of doubt spoken over you, and the whispers of the enemy that sought to weaken your faith. But my voice is greater, and my promise is unbreakable. The balm of my love seeps into the depths of your pain, soothing what no human hand can touch, bringing a stillness where there has been unrest, and breathing hope into places that felt beyond repair. It is written, I will bind up that which was broken, and will strengthen that which was sick. I am tending to you as a shepherd tends his flock, not overlooking a single wound, not leaving a single weakness unattended. You will find that your steps become steadier, your nights more restful, your mind more at peace, because I am at work in you, even in ways you cannot yet perceive. I have placed my Spirit within you as a constant witness to my covenant of life, and that covenant will not fail. The blood that speaks over you is alive, declaring that every curse is broken, every sickness removed, and every part of you restored to the design I made before the foundation of the world. It is written, the inhabitant shall not say, I am sick. The people that dwell therein shall be forgiven their iniquity. I have cleansed you and made you whole, and your dwelling is under the shadow of my wings, where no plague can come near. The enemy has sought to trouble your body, but I have lifted a standard against him, and the flood he sent has been turned back. You will rise with new strength, and the years that seemed stolen by affliction will be returned to you in abundance. I am giving you joy for mourning, beauty for ashes, and a garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness that tried to weigh you down. It is written, I will bring you up out of your graves, and cause you to come up out of your graves, and bring you into the land of Israel. I am lifting you from the pit of weakness into the place of vitality, breathing resurrection life into every area that has felt dead or dying. I will not leave you in a state of partial restoration, for my desire is that you walk in the fullness of life I purchased for you. My hand is upon your head, blessing you with health, and my word is planted deep within you like a seed that cannot fail to bring forth fruit. Your healing will be a testimony that draws others to me, for they will see the work I have done in you and know that I am the Lord who heals. It is written, I will heal thy waters, and they shall be healed, and everything that liveth, which moveth, whithersoever the rivers shall come, shall live. My river flows through you now, bringing life to every place that was barren, renewing every part that had withered, refreshing every area that was weary. The sound of your praise will echo in the courts of heaven. For you will know that it was my hand and no other that lifted you up. The night of affliction is passing, and the morning of wholeness is breaking forth. I have not only spoken over you, but I have also moved in you, transforming your very being so that sickness has no place to remain. It is written, I will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. My presence surrounds you as a shield and fills you as a flame, consuming every trace of the enemy's work and replacing it with my glory. You will walk with a new lightness, for the weight of affliction has been removed, and you will run without weariness, for I have renewed your strength. You will know my joy in the land of the living, and you will see the goodness I have stored up for you manifest before your eyes. I have marked your life with my favor, and that favor includes the restoration of health and the preservation of your body. No word I have spoken will return to me void, and the healing I have begun in you will be brought to completion. It is written, I will heal the city, and it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise and an honor before all the nations of the earth. You are my dwelling place, and I am making you a testimony of joy and honor in the sight of many. Those who once pitied you will marvel at the strength and radiance that now flows from you, for they will see that I have done a work that no man could do. The fragrance of your thanksgiving will rise continually before me, for I have turned your mourning into dancing and clothed you with gladness. Your voice will not be silenced by pain, for it will be lifted in songs of victory. The enemy thought to end your testimony, but I have extended your days, that you may declare my works and glorify my name. Every step you take in health is a declaration that I am faithful. Every breath you draw in peace is a reminder that I am true to my promises. I will sustain you in the years to come, for my hand does not withdraw after the miracle. It continues to uphold, to protect, and to keep. You are sealed with my Spirit, and that seal is the guarantee that what I have given cannot be stolen. I have spoken, and so it shall be, for I am the Lord who heals you, and my mercy endures forever. My child, I have clothed you with power from on high, and I have made you strong in the midst of all things. The strength I have given you is not of the earth, nor can it be taken by the hand of man, for it flows from my Spirit who dwells within you. It is written, Behold, I have made thee a defenced city, and an iron pillar, and brassen walls against the whole land. I have fortified you so that no opposition can overthrow you, and I have placed in your mouth the word of authority that causes mountains to move. The same power that parted the seas, that raised the dead, that caused the sun to stand still, is alive and active in you. You do not walk in the weakness of the flesh, but in the strength of my might, and every step you take is established by me. I have given you dominion over the works of my hands, and nothing by any means shall harm you. The light of my presence goes before you, breaking through every barrier, and the fire of my Spirit consumes every hindrance that rises against your purpose. It is written, Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. You will not be moved by the roar of the enemy, nor by the schemes of those who plot in darkness, for I have given you victory in advance. The authority I have entrusted to you is not to be hidden but to be exercised, and as you speak in faith, you will see my word manifest in power. The angels I have assigned to you respond to the voice of my word, and they move swiftly to perform my will on your behalf. The enemy recognizes the seal of my Spirit upon you and trembles, for he knows that the one who is in you is greater than all who stand against you. I have made you more than a conqueror, not only to withstand the battles of life, but to overcome and possess what I have promised. The gifts I have placed within you are stirred by my hand, and they will produce fruit in every season. It is written, "Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east, and gather thee from the west." You are never alone in the calling I have given you. My power is your constant companion, and my hand is your sure guide. I have breathed upon your spirit the breath of courage, and that courage will not fail you when the path seems long. My wisdom will give you strategies beyond human understanding, and my Spirit will teach you in the very moment you need to speak or act. The influence of my power in you will extend far beyond what you can see, reaching lives you have never met, shifting circumstances you never touched. It is written, "I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains, and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff. You will dismantle the works of the enemy with ease. For my word in your mouth is as a sword that cannot be resisted. I have not given you a spirit of timidity but of boldness, and the boldness I have given you will cause the timid to rise, the weary to stand, and the doubting to believe. I have crowned you with glory and honor, and the work of your hands will bear the mark of my greatness. The strength I have given you is not momentary but enduring, for I am your everlasting strength. You will run and not be weary, you will walk and not faint, because your help comes from me, the Maker of heaven and earth. I have empowered you not only to break chains but to lead others into the freedom you have received. My Spirit will quicken your mortal body, giving you vitality for every task I set before you. It is written, "Thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail not. You will not run dry, for I am your source, and I flow continually into you, replenishing you with all you need to fulfill your assignment. You will speak, and nations will listen. You will pray, and the heavens will respond. You will move, and the earth will shift to align with my will. No weapon forged against you will find its mark, for I have covered you in the armor of light. I have given you the keys of the kingdom, and whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. The authority I have placed in your hands is backed by the throne of heaven, and it will stand unshaken in every generation. You will build what I tell you to build, and it will not be torn down. You will plant what I tell you to plant, and it will bear fruit that remains. The oil of my anointing flows upon your head and down to the edges of your garments, saturating every area of your life with my power. It is written, "The Lord will go before you, and the God of Israel will be your rearward." I am your advance guard and your rear protection. I am your fortress in battle and your rest after victory. No man will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. For as I was with my servants before you, so am I with you. I will teach your hands to war and your fingers to fight, not with weapons of the flesh, but with the might of the Spirit. You will not shrink back when the battle rises, for the roar of the Lion of Judah is within you, and it will silence the threats of the enemy. My Spirit will guide your speech, so that even your words carry the weight of my authority, and the adversary will flee from the sound of them. The plans I have for you are filled with victory, and the path I have laid before you is one you will walk in strength. You are a city on a hill, a light that cannot be hidden, a living testament to the greatness of my power. The earth will know through you that I reign, and your life will proclaim that I am the Lord, mighty in battle and faithful to his own. I have made you strong in the midst of the storm, and I have set you above every wave that seeks to overwhelm you. My Spirit within you is your constant supply of courage, and my voice within you is your unshakable guide. You walk with the authority I have placed in your hands. It is written, I will strengthen thee, yeah, I will help thee, yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. I have clothed you in garments of victory, and have placed my seal upon your heart, so that everywhere you step, the ground recognizes that you are mine. Your enemies will stumble and fall before you, for my word over you cannot be overturned. My hand is upon your head to bless, to increase, to expand, and to open doors that no man can shut. I have made you a weapon in my hand, not to be feared by the righteous, but to be a terror to the works of darkness. When you lift your voice in prayer, the heavens are moved to act, and when you declare my promises, creation responds in obedience. It is written, Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. Your decrees in alignment with my will scatter every resistance, and your path will shine with clarity even in the densest darkness. I have placed a fire in your spirit that will not be quenched, and it will burn away every trace of fear and hesitation. You will go forth in the boldness of a lion, and nothing shall be too great for you to overcome. I have given you wisdom that surpasses human knowledge, and by this wisdom you will outmaneuver the traps of the adversary. My Spirit will whisper strategies into your ear, and they will bring forth results that cause many to glorify my name. It is written, I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight. Where others see confusion, you will see direction. Where others see barriers, you will see passageways. My hand will teach you to gather the spoils of victory, and to guard them so that the enemy will not reclaim what I have delivered into your hands. Your victories will be many, and each one will serve as a testimony to my faithfulness. I have made you like a tower that cannot be shaken, and I have built your foundation on the rock of my unchanging truth. The storms will rage, but you will stand, for I have appointed you as a pillar in my house, never to be removed. It is written, The people that do know their God shall be strong, and do exploits. You will do great works, not by your own might, but by the power that flows through you from me. Your life will be a sign and a wonder, and your steps will leave a trail of transformation wherever I send you. You will speak to the barren places, and they will flourish. You will lay hands on the weary, and they will rise in renewed strength. The oil of my anointing upon you is fresh each day, and it will never run dry, for I myself am your source. You will carry my presence into every place, and the atmosphere will shift because of the authority I have given you. I have placed upon you the mantle of a leader, and those I send to you will be trained, strengthened, and equipped to walk in the same empowerment I have poured into you. It is written, "The Lord will cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways." Your adversaries will scatter, for my protection surrounds you like a wall of fire, and my glory is in your midst. You will walk through seasons of challenge without being crushed, for I have already measured every trial and given you grace to stand above it. My Spirit will be your shield, absorbing every blow meant to destroy you, and my favor will be the banner that goes before you. You will rise from every place the enemy tried to bury you, and you will stand taller than before, for I cause all things to work together for your good. I have called you to be a voice that cannot be silenced, and the word I have given you will reach ears you do not know and touch hearts you cannot see. Your influence will stretch beyond your sight, for I am multiplying the fruit of your obedience. It is written, "Behold, I have given you authority to trample on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you." Walk with confidence in this authority, for it is rooted in my eternal power, and it will never be revoked. I have made you as a sword sharpened by my hand, and your effectiveness will cut through every deception and falsehood. You will expose the works of darkness and illuminate the truth, for my light shines through you without dimming. I will cause kings to listen to you, and I will bring the humble to you for guidance, for I have established your voice in both high and low places. Your words will bring healing, restoration, and breakthrough, for they are carried by my Spirit. You will see the fruit of your labor in your lifetime, and the generations after you will walk in the blessings I have released through your faithfulness. The rivers of living water within you will flow continually, bringing life wherever they go. It is written, "I will go before thee, and make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of brass, and cut in sunder the bars of iron. There is no barrier I will not remove for you, and no door I will not open if I have appointed it for your destiny." Walk in the assurance that your empowerment is eternal, for I do not give as the world gives, and I do not take back what I have bestowed. You are my ambassador, my warrior, my chosen vessel, and you will fulfill every purpose I have written for you before the foundation of the world. You are my light in a world that groans in darkness, and I have placed my radiance within you so that no shadow can overcome you. From the moment I called you by name, I ignited within you a flame that is sustained by my Spirit, a light that cannot be hidden and will not be extinguished. You are set as a beacon for the wandering, a guidepost for the weary, and a reflection of my glory to the nations. It is written, Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. I have entrusted to you the brilliance of my truth, and through your life I will draw many out of confusion and into the clarity of my way. You carry the warmth that melts the ice of hardened hearts, and you illuminate the narrow path that leads to life. The darkness will try to resist you, but it will fail, for my light in you is greater than all the night that surrounds you. I have made you a lamp that will not go out, for the oil of my anointing within you will remain fresh. It is written, The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord, searching all the inward parts of the belly. I have set you on a hill so that your life will be seen, not for your own glory, but so that those who see your light will glorify my name. In places where hope has been lost, your light will rekindle dreams. In places where lies have reigned, your light will reveal truth. My hand shields your flame from the winds that would seek to snuff it out, and my breath fans it into greater strength with each step you take in obedience. You will not be hidden in obscurity, for I have ordained that you will shine in the exact place and season where your light will bring the most transformation. It is written, The path of the just is as the shining light, that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. You will grow in brilliance as you walk with me, and every trial you overcome will polish your light to shine with greater purity. I will cause you to see opportunities where others see obstacles, and you will light the way through challenges so others can follow. Those lost in despair will find comfort in your glow, and those who have wandered far will find the road home by your shining. You are the reflection of my own radiance in the earth, and as you remain in me, you will never lack light to give. It is written, For thou wilt light my candle, the Lord my God will enlighten my darkness. Every time you feel surrounded, remember that I am your source and that the light you carry does not depend on the circumstances around you. My word within you is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path, and as you speak it, darkness must retreat. You will carry this light into every place I send you, into homes, into cities, into nations, and wherever you step, the atmosphere will shift. The oppressed will see the glow of hope in your eyes. The broken will feel the warmth of my presence through your words. The bound will find freedom when your light exposes the chains. Your life will testify that I am the light of the world, and that those who follow me shall not walk in darkness but have the light of life. It is written, The Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God thy glory. Even when the sun fades and the night stretches long, my light within you will remain, unchanging and unwavering. You will be the one who carries morning into midnight, who speaks dawn into the deepest hours of the soul. I have surrounded you with my brilliance so that you will never lose your way, and I have filled you with my fire so you will never grow cold. Your words will glow with the power of truth, and your actions will shine with the beauty of grace. In you, I have placed both the spark to ignite others and the steady flame to guide them through seasons of uncertainty. You will see the faces of those who were once lost light up as they encounter me through you. The nations will be drawn to the brightness of your rising, and kings will come to see what I am doing through you. It is written, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" As long as you walk in the light of my presence, fear will find no place in you, and courage will be your constant companion. I have wrapped you in garments woven with light, and I have crowned you with the radiance of my countenance. My glory will be the shield around you, and my presence will be the reason you shine. You will bring joy into places of mourning and clarity into places of confusion. Your light will never dim with age, for I will renew your strength and refresh your flame continually. You will bear the torch of my truth to those sitting in the valley of the shadow of death, and you will see them rise into the dawn of a new day. The works of darkness will flee before you, for they cannot coexist with the light you carry. Every step you take will push back the boundaries of the night, and every word you speak in faith will kindle flames in others. It is written, "In thy light shall we see light." As you remain in my radiance, your understanding will grow, and you will discern paths others cannot see. I have made you my lighthouse in the storm, guiding ships to safe harbor, warning of hidden dangers, and standing unmoved by the crashing waves. Many will bless my name because of the light you have carried into their lives, and your reward will be great, for you have shown faithfully in every place I have set you. The world will know you belong to me because your light will match mine, pure, constant, and victorious. I have clothed you with light as a robe and sealed you with my brightness so that every step you take carries the imprint of my glory. You are not left to wander in shadows, for my radiance goes before you, surrounds you, and rests within you. Even in the places where others cannot see a way forward, you will see clearly because you walk in my illumination. I have made you as a flame that cannot be quenched, and a star that cannot be pulled from the heavens. The brilliance I have placed within you will guide the lost, comfort the wounded, and strengthen the faint-hearted. It is written, "For with thee is the fountain of life, in thy light shall we see light." I have poured into you a well of life that cannot run dry, and through it, your light will not fade in the face of trial. You will move through the valleys and mountains with the same steady glow, for your source is constant and eternal. The words I give you will pierce the darkness like lightning, and the compassion I fill you with will warm the coldest hearts. I will cause your countenance to shine so that even without speaking, my presence in you will be known. The light you carry is a reflection of my own, and as I am the sun that never sets, you will shine without interruption. I have made you to be as a city whose lights burn through the night, signaling safety, welcome, and truth to all who approach. It is written, "Thy word is very pure, therefore thy servant loveth it." My word in your heart will be the lamp that fuels your fire, and as you treasure it, you will become a living testimony of its power. I will cause my wisdom to rise in you like the dawn, and through you, others will behold my beauty and come to understand my ways. The shadows that once intimidated you will flee when they see the brightness you carry, and no power of darkness will prevail against you. You will awaken in the morning with the assurance that your day will be guided by my light, and you will rest at night knowing that my glory watches over you. I have given you eyes that see beyond the immediate, so you may recognize what others overlook, and this clarity will open doors and lead you on paths unknown to many. It is written, "The entrance of thy words giveth light. It giveth understanding unto the simple." Every revelation I give you will increase your glow, for the more you see of me, the more you will shine. You will walk into places where despair has settled deeply, and without force, your presence will shift the atmosphere. You will be a steady lamp in the storm, unshaken by the winds, because you are rooted in me. Many will question the source of your strength and joy, and you will tell them of the one who is light itself, the one who has placed his fire within you. I will keep your flame from dimming under the weight of adversity, and I will cause even the seasons that feel heavy to refine your glow rather than reduce it. It is written, "They looked unto him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed." Those who turn toward you will not find emptiness, for you are filled with the radiance of my truth. Your light will not merely be seen from afar, it will draw others near, and in drawing them, you will lead them to me. You will not measure the impact of your light by numbers or applause, but by the transformation it brings to hearts. My Spirit in you will cause your words to shine in conversations, your decisions to glow with wisdom, and your actions to glitter with grace. You will carry the sunrise into the midnight of broken souls, and they will begin to hope again. The nations will take note of you not because of human achievement, but because my glory in you is undeniable. It is written, "The Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones. And thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail not." Even in the seasons where others lose their strength, you will remain vibrant, because your light is sustained by my life within you. I will not let you walk through darkness without giving you the clarity to see every step ahead, and I will not allow the darkness to overtake you. My hand will shield you from every attempt to smother your flame, and I will increase your glow in the very places where opposition tries to dim it. You will be a living witness that my light overcomes, my light heals, my light leads, and my light restores. The more you yield to me, the more transparent you will become, until all that is seen in you is the radiance of my presence. Those who once resisted you will be softened by the warmth of your light, and those who have been searching for truth will find it in the glow of your life. You will be my messenger without needing to shout, because your light will speak louder than words. It is written, "In thy light shall we see light." I have chosen you to carry this brightness not for a season but for eternity, for what I have placed within you cannot decay. Even when the world trembles and all seems unstable, you will shine with a calm that cannot be shaken, and others will follow your steadiness into safety. You will light the way for those who are stepping into their calling, for those who are on the edge of surrender, and for those who have forgotten that hope exists. My glory in you will not be partial or occasional, but constant and complete. You will move through the earth as one who carries the day within them, even when surrounded by night. You will be a reminder to all who see you that I am the light that lives in my children, and that as long as I reign, no darkness can prevail. I have gathered every piece of you that was scattered, every fragment that was broken, and I have made you whole again. What the years took from you, I have returned in greater measure. For I restore not merely to what was, but to what is better than before. I have removed the ashes from your hands, and placed in them the oil of gladness. I have taken the garments of heaviness, and clothed you with praise. I have gone into the places where your spirit was wounded, and spoken life where death had tried to root itself. It is written, Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. My restoration is complete, not partial, and it reaches into the deepest layers of your being, healing what you thought could never be healed. I have silenced the voice of shame and removed the sting of regret, for I have made all things new. I have restored your joy so that your laughter will no longer feel foreign to you, and I have strengthened your heart so that fear no longer governs your steps. I have brought you into green pastures where rest is not interrupted by anxiety, and I have anointed your head with oil so that your cup runs over. It is written, And I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm, and the caterpillar, and the palmerworm. I am not limited by time or circumstance. What was lost in a moment, I can replace in an instant, and what was stolen over years, I can multiply beyond measure. I have taken away the dryness from your soul, and made streams flow in the desert places of your life. I have removed the heavy stones from your path, and replaced them with steps that lead into promise. I have spoken to the ruins in your life, and they have risen to stand in beauty once again. The voice of the accuser that once reminded you of your past has been silenced by the blood that speaks a better word over you. It is written, I will heal their backsliding, I will love them freely, for mine anger is turned away from him. I have not only restored your standing before me, but have restored your confidence to approach me without fear. I have washed you from the stains of yesterday so that when I look at you, I see no blemish, only the beauty of my handiwork. The places where you once hid in shame are now testimonies of my grace, and the stories of your loss have become songs of my faithfulness. I have rebuilt the walls that were broken down by disappointment and fortified them with peace that cannot be shaken. The foundations of your life have been strengthened so that the winds that come will no longer destroy what I have built in you. It is written, And I will bring again the captivity of my people, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them. You will no longer look at the ruins of the past with sorrow, for they have become the ground on which I have planted new life. The joy I give you is not shallow or fleeting. It is deep, unshakable, and rooted in my presence. I have restored your song, and it will rise like incense before me, filled with gratitude and awe for what I have done. I have restored your hope so that you no longer expect loss, but anticipate goodness. I have restored your faith so that your prayers rise with boldness, knowing I am faithful to answer. I have restored your relationships so that love flows where division once stood. It is written, The Lord openeth the eyes of the blind, The Lord riseth them that are bowed down, the Lord loveth the righteous. You will stand upright in the strength I give, and your vision will be clear to see the future I have prepared for you. I have brought back the strength of your spirit so that you no longer walk in weariness, but in vitality. I have restored your peace so that your nights are restful and your days are free from the weight of turmoil. I have restored your vision so that you see beyond the pain of yesterday into the beauty of what is to come. I have restored your courage so that you no longer retreat from the battles ahead, but face them with the certainty that I am with you. It is written, I will strengthen them in the Lord, and they shall walk up and down in his name. You will not only stand again, but you will run, and your running will be without exhaustion, for I will sustain you. I have restored your ability to dream, and those dreams will not be empty illusions but seeds I will cause to grow and bear fruit. I have restored your dignity so that you walk with your head lifted, not in pride, but in the awareness of who you are in me. I have restored your beauty, not as the world sees, but as I see, the beauty of a life redeemed, renewed, and radiant in my glory. The places where your tears once fell will now be the places where your laughter resounds. The places where you once felt forgotten are now marked with the evidence of my remembrance. It is written, They shall be like a tree planted by the waters, that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green. You will not wither in hardship, for my restoration has made you evergreen in every season. I have restored your purpose so that your days are filled with meaning, and your steps are guided by divine direction. I have restored your heart so that it beats in rhythm with mine, and nothing can take that away from you. I have restored your voice so that it carries authority, truth, and grace. I have restored your hands so that they build, create, and bless without fear of failure. I have restored your mind so that it is no longer haunted by confusion, but filled with clarity and wisdom. It is written, The Lord upholdeth all that fall, and riseth up all those that be bowed down. You will not remain on the ground when trials strike, for I will lift you and set you on steady ground. I have restored your freedom so that you no longer walk in chains, and the gates that once kept you bound have been shattered by my power. I have restored your capacity to love without fear of rejection, for perfect love has cast out all fear. I have restored your ability to forgive, so that you are no longer weighed down by bitterness. I have restored your authority so that you speak to the storms and they obey, declare healing and it manifests, proclaim peace and it settles over the troubled. You are not what you were before the loss. You are more, because I have touched you with restoration that transforms. Every day ahead will reveal more of what I have renewed, and every moment will bear witness to the truth that I have made you whole again. I have restored to you what your own strength could never recover, for my hand has reached into the depths of what was broken and brought forth life again. I have spoken to the ground that lay barren in your life, and caused it to yield fruit in abundance. The things that seemed beyond repair have been made stronger than before, and the emptiness that once echoed in your heart has been filled with the fullness of my presence. It is written, I will plant them in their land, and they shall no more be pulled up. You will remain established in what I have given you, for I have set you in a place where your roots go deep into my faithfulness. The places that once held sorrow will now hold testimonies, and the seasons that seemed wasted will become proof that I make all things beautiful in their time. I have restored the honor of your name, for where it was once spoken with reproach, it will now be spoken with respect and recognition of my work in you. The years of striving have been replaced with years of rest in the certainty of my promises. I have rebuilt your confidence so that you move forward without hesitation, knowing that every step you take is secure in me. It is written, I will cause the shower to come down in his season. There shall be showers of blessing. Your life will be marked by continual refreshment, for I will not let you run dry. I have removed the cloud that once covered your vision and replaced it with clarity so that you see the path before you with certainty. The confusion that sought to hold you captive has been replaced with divine wisdom that will guide your decisions and guard your steps. The strength that you once thought was gone has returned, but it is a greater strength, one sustained by my Spirit and not by human effort. I have restored your song so that it rises without restraint, and the melody of your heart will be one of victory and gratitude. It is written, for I will turn their mourning into joy, and will comfort them, and make them rejoice from their sorrow. The heaviness that once pressed down on you has been lifted, and the oil of joy now flows freely over you. I have caused you to laugh again, not with the shallow laughter of pretending, but with the deep and pure joy that comes from knowing I have redeemed you. I have restored your courage so that fear no longer rules your decisions, and boldness now marks your actions. I have restored your influence so that your words carry weight, your presence brings peace, and your example points others to me. I have restored your ability to stand firm when storms come, for you have been built on a foundation that cannot be shaken. It is written, I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. You live under the covenant of my mercy and grace, and nothing can sever you from the blessings I have secured for you. I have restored the tenderness of your heart so that love flows freely from you without fear of being wounded again. I have restored the light in your eyes so that those who look upon you will see hope reflected there. I have restored your laughter to echo in the places that once knew only your tears. I have restored your peace so deeply that even in the midst of uncertainty, your heart will remain calm. I have restored your provision so that lack is no longer your portion, and I have opened the storehouses of heaven over you. It is written, they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. You will enjoy the fruit of your labor without fear of it being taken away. I have restored your joy in the work of your hands, so that what you do prospers and multiplies. I have restored your relationships so that unity replaces division, trust replaces suspicion, and love replaces bitterness. I have restored your authority so that when you speak, your words carry the power of heaven. I have restored your purpose so that every day is filled with meaning, and you no longer wander without direction. I have restored the strength of your spirit so that you can bear fruit in every season, even in times others call barren. It is written, "The Lord shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places, and he will make her wilderness like Eden." The dry places in your life have become gardens, overflowing with life, beauty, and abundance. I have restored the balance of your days so that you are no longer weighed down by hurry or worry, but walk in step with my perfect timing. I have restored your name so that it is associated with blessing and not with shame. I have restored your heritage so that you and those who come after you will walk in the blessings I have prepared. I have restored your voice so that it proclaims truth without fear, and I have filled your mouth with words that build, heal, and strengthen. I have restored your discernment so that you see beyond appearances and hear beyond words. I have restored your faith so that it is unshakable, rooted in the reality of my faithfulness. It is written, "I will be their God, and they shall be my people." You belong to me, and I will never leave nor forsake you. I have restored the light in your path so that you no longer stumble in darkness. I have restored the song of deliverance over your life so that even the enemies who rise against you will see my salvation at work. I have restored the beauty of your spirit so that it shines brighter than gold refined by fire. I have restored your hope so that no circumstance can dim your expectation of my goodness. I have restored your heart so that it beats with the rhythm of my love, and every part of you responds to my voice. I have restored your standing so that you are no longer bowed down under the weight of guilt, but stand upright, clothed in righteousness. I have restored your testimony so that it speaks of my power to redeem, to heal, to lift, and to make whole. I have restored your destiny so that nothing can derail what I have purposed for you. I have restored your inner strength so that even when the winds blow, you will remain steadfast. I have restored your delight in my presence so that it becomes your daily joy and source of strength. It is written, "I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob, and out of Judah an inheritor of my mountains." Your inheritance is secure, for I have spoken it, and I will bring it to pass. I have restored your boldness to enter into all I have promised without hesitation. I have restored your ability to receive from me without doubt. For you know, I withhold no good thing from those who walk with me. I have restored your purity so that your life is a reflection of my holiness. I have restored your capacity to dream my dreams and see them come to pass. I have restored your ability to rejoice in the victories of others without envy, for you know your portion is secure in me. I have restored your inner vision so that you see the unseen and hold fast to what I have spoken until it is fulfilled. I have restored the quiet strength within you so that you are unmoved by the noise of the world. I have restored your song in the night so that even in the midnight hour, your praise will rise like a fragrant offering before me. I have restored your hands to be instruments of blessing, healing, and creation. I have restored your voice to carry the sound of freedom and truth. I have restored your heart to love without limits, your mind to think in alignment with my wisdom, and your soul to rest in the security of my presence. and I will continue to restore you, for my restoration is not a moment but a continual flow of life, healing, and wholeness that will never run dry. You are my heir, chosen before the foundation of the world to carry my name, to bear my authority, and to walk in the inheritance I have prepared for you. All that is mine is yours, for you have been brought into the household of the King and sealed with my promise. I have given you the right to sit in the place of honor and to partake of the riches of my glory. It is written, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. The treasures of heaven are not withheld from you, for I have placed the keys into your hands, that you may bind and loose, open and shut, plant and reap. You carry the seal of my ownership, and nothing can strip you of your position in me. I have set a table before you, and called you to eat freely of the bread of life, and drink deeply from the river of my pleasure. The inheritance you have received is incorruptible, untouched by time, untouched by decay, and untouched by the schemes of the enemy. You have been given the power to subdue, to build, to establish, and to multiply what I have entrusted to you. I have placed my signet ring on your hand, so that whatever you declare in alignment with my will shall stand. You are my heir not by the will of man, nor by the effort of flesh, but by my own choosing and covenant. It is written, "Blessed is the man whom thou choosest, and causest to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts." You will dwell continually in my presence, and from that place you will reign with wisdom and strength. I have stored up for you blessings that you have not yet seen, victories that you have not yet fought, and treasures you have not yet touched. As my heir, you are an ambassador of my kingdom, carrying the culture of heaven into the earth, releasing peace where there is chaos, light where there is darkness, and truth where there is deception. The resources of heaven are at your disposal, for you have the right to call upon me in the day of trouble and to see deliverance manifest. You are not abandoned to wander without direction, for I have placed within you the mind of Christ to know my thoughts and understand my ways. It is written, "The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will shew them his covenant." My covenant with you is everlasting, and in it lies your identity, your authority, and your eternal security. I have given you lands you have not yet walked upon, and I will guide your steps to claim what I have promised. As my heir, you will speak and creation will respond, for my word in your mouth is as powerful as my word spoken from my own lips. I have given you the anointing to heal, to restore, to bless, and to deliver, for you are my representative in the earth. The nations will see and know that you belong to me because my glory rests upon you. You are surrounded by favor as a shield, and your path is ordered by my hand. I have not only called you to inherit, but to preserve and expand what I have entrusted to you. It is written, "He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son." You will overcome not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit, and your inheritance will remain secure for all generations that come after you. I have equipped you with every spiritual blessing, so that you lack nothing in the fulfillment of your calling. The authority to trample upon the works of the enemy is yours. For I have given you dominion. I have called you to walk in dignity and strength, to speak with wisdom and act with discernment. As my heir, your life is a testimony of my goodness and faithfulness, and through you, others will taste and see that I am good. I have placed in you the wealth of my kingdom, not only material but spiritual treasures that cannot be measured or exhausted. Your inheritance includes joy that no sorrow can diminish, peace that no storm can disrupt, and love that no hatred can extinguish. It is written, "For all things are yours, and ye are Christ's, and Christ is God's." You will live conscious of this truth, knowing that the fullness of my provision is your constant reality. I have given you the authority to stand in the gap for nations, to intercede for the lost, to declare liberty to captives, and to speak my word with power. I have entrusted you with my mysteries, so that you may reveal them to those whose hearts are open to receive. You are my heir, and I will not allow your inheritance to be squandered or stolen. I have set watchmen around you, angels assigned to guard what I have placed in your hands. The legacy I have given you will not end with you but will flow through you to generations you have not yet seen. It is written, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession." You will expand the boundaries of my kingdom as you walk in obedience, and I will give you the strength to possess what I have promised. You will see cities transformed, families restored, and lives redeemed because you have carried the inheritance of my heart into their midst. Your portion is not limited to what you see now. I have prepared far greater things than your mind can imagine. I have given you the right to call me Father, to approach me without fear, and to receive from me without hesitation. You are my heir, and you will walk in the fullness of that truth until the day you stand before me and see with your eyes all that I have spoken over you from the beginning. The heavens recognize your voice because it bears the sound of my covenant, and creation responds to the decree of my heir. You have been given access to my storehouses, both seen and unseen, and nothing is withheld from you when you walk in alignment with my will. You are the continuation of the promise I made to those who walked with me before you, and my faithfulness ensures that your portion will remain unshaken. It is written, "The lines are fallen unto me in pleasant places. Yeah, I have a goodly heritage." You will not only receive but will expand the territory of this inheritance. For I have called you to enlarge the place of your tent and strengthen your stakes. My power within you ensures that no weapon forged against you will prevail, and no voice raised to condemn you will stand. For you are justified by my word and upheld by my hand. The authority of your inheritance is not silent. It speaks over darkness and commands it to yield. It speaks to lack and summons provision. It speaks to sickness and calls forth healing. You have been entrusted with this because I delight in seeing you reign with the wisdom of my spirit and the compassion of my heart. It is written, "And I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father hath appointed unto me." Your portion is secure in the unshakable kingdom that cannot be destroyed. and I have appointed you to stand as a ruler in it. You will not be moved by the instability of the earth, because your foundation is built on what is eternal. Every place where your foot treads in faith will come under the influence of my reign, for you are my heir, and my reign flows through you. I have clothed you in strength, and armed you with the sword of my word, so that you may defend what I have entrusted to you, and advance into the promises that await you. My Spirit in you is the guarantee that every promise will come to pass. For I do not speak and then fail to act. It is written, "He shall receive the blessing from the Lord, and righteousness from the God of his salvation." The blessing that rests on you will be evident, and even those who oppose you will see my hand upon your life. Your inheritance carries with it the weight of my presence, and wherever my presence rests, there is transformation. You have been given the privilege to speak with the authority of heaven, and to carry the resources of heaven into every assignment I place before you. I have made you an heir of my peace, a possessor of unshakable joy, and a steward of my abundance. The wealth of the wicked will be transferred into your hands to fulfill my purposes, and you will use it to establish righteousness and mercy in the earth. It is written, "They shall prosper that love thee." As you set your heart in love toward me and my ways, prosperity in every form will flow into your life. You are not merely surviving in this inheritance, you are multiplying it, for my kingdom is ever increasing. I have placed the scepter in your hand, and you will extend it in favor toward those I lead to you. Your voice will open doors for others to step into their inheritance, for I have made you a distributor of what I have placed within you. Every good and perfect gift that comes from me will find its expression in your life, and you will be a living testimony of my generosity. It is written, "The meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace." I have given you not just a portion but the right to delight in the abundance of what I have given, to enjoy the peace that flows from my throne, and to walk in the security of my everlasting covenant. There will be seasons when the world shakes, but you will remain steadfast, for your inheritance is not tied to earthly systems. I will give you wisdom to manage, courage to take ground, and faith to keep moving when others stop. You will call forth what is hidden, and make visible what I have purposed, for my Spirit within you reveals the deep things of God. This is part of your inheritance, to walk in revelation, to see beyond the surface, and to know the strategies of heaven. It is written, "I will instruct thee, and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye." My guidance is not distant, it is intimate, watching over you with precision and leading you step by step into the fulfillment of all I have spoken. You will see me redeem what was lost and restore what was stolen, for I have made you an heir of restoration. I will lift you above the plans of the enemy and cause you to walk in the high places prepared for you. You will possess the gates of your enemies and establish my dominion in those places. Every obstacle will become an opportunity for my glory to be revealed through you. Your inheritance carries my name, and my name cannot fail. It is written, The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thine hand unto. What you put your hand to in obedience will flourish, for I have commanded the blessing to rest upon it. Your inheritance is protected by my decree, and no power in heaven, earth, or under the earth can overturn it. You will walk with confidence, not as one uncertain of their standing, but as a rightful heir who knows that every promise is yes and amen in me. I will give you influence in places you never expected, favor in the sight of those who once opposed you, and opportunities that will advance my purposes in the earth. You will carry the authority to bless, to release life, and to speak my word in season and out of season. It is written, Ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our God. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. You will minister not only with words, but with the overflow of what I have given you, demonstrating the reality of the kingdom to those who are searching for truth. You will draw from the endless supply of my Spirit, and give without fear of running dry. For your source is me, and I never run out. As my heir, you will reign in the midst of your enemies, stand in peace in the midst of storms, and shine as a light in the midst of darkness. You will be a steward of my mysteries, and a carrier of my glory. I have placed my signature upon your destiny, and the fulfillment of it will be a testament to my power and love. You will not only inherit but also prepare the way for others to inherit after you, leaving a trail of righteousness and faith for them to follow. It is written, The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. What I have given you will not bring pain but joy, will not bring fear but assurance, and will not diminish but continually increase. You will stand as a pillar in my house, unshaken, steadfast, and adorned with the testimony of my goodness. Your inheritance is sealed by my blood, confirmed by my Spirit, and established by my word, and you will walk in it all the days of your life until you stand before me and see the fullness of what I have promised. My child, you are at peace because I have given you my peace, not as the world gives, but the peace that flows from my throne, unshakable and eternal. I have removed the walls of fear that once pressed in on you, and I have established you in the quiet waters of my presence where your heart will not be troubled. It is written, Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Fix your eyes upon me, and your soul will remain anchored, even when the earth trembles and nations rage. I have called you into a rest that the enemy cannot disturb, a calmness that is born from knowing that I have finished the work concerning you. When the noise of life tries to draw you into anxiety, remember that my voice is above every other voice, and when I speak, there is stillness. It is written, He maketh the storm a calm, so that the waves thereof are still. I have not given you a fragile peace that shatters under pressure, but a fortress of peace, guarded by my Spirit, where you can dwell without fear. This peace will guard your mind against the arrows of doubt and keep your heart steady when uncertainty surrounds you. I have placed a river of peace within you that flows regardless of circumstances, and this river will refresh you in every dry season. It is written, "Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them." I have given you the ability to walk through conflicts without letting them take root in your spirit, to face betrayal without losing your joy, to endure waiting without letting impatience consume you. Your peace is not the absence of challenges, but the presence of my power and my love holding you together when everything else would fall apart. I have poured this peace into you so that you may be a refuge to others, a resting place where the weary can find comfort. You will speak words that release peace into troubled hearts, for I have anointed your voice to carry the fragrance of my presence. It is written, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you." This peace is your inheritance, a gift bought with my own blood, and I have placed it deep within you so that no thief can steal it. You will learn to live from this peace, making decisions not from panic, but from the still counsel of my Spirit. Even in the valley of shadows, you will fear no evil, for my peace will walk with you like a light in the darkness. When others are restless, your composure will testify of my faithfulness. It is written, "The work of righteousness shall be peace, and the effect of righteousness quietness and assurance forever." As you walk in alignment with my ways, peace will not be something you seek. It will follow you, it will surround you, and it will flow from you. You will see how my peace silences the accuser, breaks the hold of confusion, and creates a space where my glory can dwell. I have made you a carrier of this peace in a world that craves it but does not understand it, and everywhere you go, the atmosphere will change because you are there. This is not temporary relief but a continual abiding, for I have made my home in you. It is written, "The Lord bless his people with peace." This blessing will not fade with seasons but will increase as you grow in my truth. You will rise each day with the confidence that I am for you, and you will rest each night without the weight of fear. In moments when the enemy tries to provoke you into unrest, my Spirit will remind you of my word, and my word will steady you. I have equipped you to speak peace to your own heart when it feels overwhelmed, to remind your soul that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. You will not be tossed about by the instability of emotions, for my peace will govern your heart like a strong ruler who cannot be overthrown. It is written, "When he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble?" This quietness I have given you is stronger than the noise of the world, and no circumstance has the power to take it from you unless you yield it. I have given you the wisdom to guard your peace as a treasure, to protect it from distractions and from voices that do not come from me. You will learn to dwell in the secret place where my peace flows continually, and you will return there often, for in that place your strength is renewed. Your peace will become a weapon, confusing the enemy who expects you to panic, disarming those who try to draw you into strife. It is written, "Mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other." The more you walk in truth and righteousness, the more your peace will deepen, becoming a well from which others can drink. This peace will not only keep you but will lead you. It will guide your steps away from paths of destruction and into paths of life. You will see how my peace can turn enemies into allies, turn chaos into order, and turn despair into hope. I will surround your dwelling with peace, so that those who enter will feel my presence before a word is spoken. Even in the fiercest seasons, your peace will be a testimony that I am in control. It is written, "The mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed." My covenant of peace with you is eternal, signed in my blood, and sealed by my Spirit. This covenant is the reason you can stand when others fall, the reason you can rest when others strive, and the reason you can rejoice when others mourn. You are at peace because I am your peace, and I am unchanging. My beloved, the same hand that stretched out the heavens has placed over you a covering of calm, and the same voice that commanded light to shine out of darkness speaks stillness into every storm that seeks to trouble your soul. I watch over you with a love that neither sleeps nor grows weary, and I surround you with my nearness as a wall of fire that keeps away the chaos of the world. It is written, "Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace." I have appointed the end of your path to be peace, and I have placed that peace along the way so you will not faint before you arrive. Even when shadows fall and the way is hidden from your eyes, my presence remains your compass, and you will not lose your way. You dwell under my gaze, and I am mindful of every detail that concerns you. I have hidden you in the shelter of my wings, where the noise of the world cannot drown out the sound of my voice. It is written, "The Lord will give strength unto his people. The Lord will bless his people with peace." This blessing is not a momentary touch, but an abiding portion that rests on you continually. My peace will teach you to see with clarity when confusion seeks to blind you, to speak with gentleness when provocation seeks to stir you, and to wait with patience when haste tries to push you into error. The rest I have given is not dependent on the state of the land, but flows from the unshakable kingdom within you. I have called you to sit at my table where the cup overflows, and even in the presence of those who oppose you, my peace will guard your heart from bitterness. You will not be moved by the reports that stir fear, for my Spirit within you will witness to the truth that I reign over all. It is written, "And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus." This keeping is active. It stands watch over your thoughts and affections like a mighty guard who allows no intruder. My peace will not fade when circumstances shift, for I have anchored it in the depths of my word, and my word does not return void. I have made you a bearer of peace in places where strife once ruled, and through you, others will taste the stillness that only I can give. Your steps will be ordered so that even your movement through this world will leave a trail of calm, as a river leaves moisture on the dry ground. I have given you eyes to see past the surface, to discern the workings of my hand, even when others see only disorder. It is written, "To be spiritually minded is life and peace." As you yield your thoughts to my Spirit, life will flow into every area once marked by death, and peace will spread into places that once knew only unrest. I will cause your mind to be like a garden where my word grows without thorns, where the wind of my breath moves freely, and where the enemy finds no ground to plant seeds of worry. I have poured into you a peace that is also strength, a calm that stands unmoved though the nations are shaken. The storms that once made you tremble will no longer have power over you, for you have learned to rest in me even when the winds howl. It is written, "In his days shall the righteous flourish, and abundance of peace so long as the moon endureth." I have ordained that your days be marked by fruitfulness and abundance of peace, and nothing can overturn my decree. The peace I give to you is fruitful. It produces joy, patience, kindness, and a steadfast spirit that draws others to me. You will become a sign of my goodness in a restless age, for my peace will be your unspoken testimony. Even your silence will carry weight, for it will be filled with the assurance of my presence. I have set you apart as one who carries peace into troubled waters, who speaks life into anxious hearts, and who stands as a pillar of stillness in the midst of shaking. It is written, "For ye shall go out with joy, and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing. Peace will lead you in your going out and in your coming in, shaping the decisions you make and the paths you choose. I will cause even creation to bear witness to the peace I have given you, and the work of your hands will be marked by the fragrance of this gift. You will not need to strive to maintain it, for it flows continually from me to you, as the vine gives life to the branch. I have bound you to myself with cords of love that cannot be broken, and within this bond, your heart will always find rest. The peace I give you is also a weapon. It confounds the plans of the enemy and causes his schemes to fail, for he cannot work where my rest abides. It is written, "When a man's ways please the Lord, he mocketh even his enemies to be at peace with him." As you walk in my ways, I will soften the hearts of those who once opposed you, and I will turn the tide of hostility into favor. I will cause you to live above offense, to respond to hostility with grace, and to carry yourself in a manner that reflects the dignity of one who belongs to me. This peace will not only sustain you but will also open doors that no hand can shut. I will give you the wisdom to navigate difficult relationships without losing your balance, to speak truth without stirring unnecessary conflict, and to carry my light without being weighed down by the darkness. My child, your portion is secure, and your inheritance is peace that endures beyond the boundaries of time, flowing into eternity with me. It is written, "The meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace." You will delight in this abundance because it is mine to give and yours to keep. The measure of peace you carry will increase as you continue to abide in me, and it will become a resting place for those who draw near. I have called you to be a shelter from the wind for the weary, a quiet voice of hope for the discouraged, and a steady presence for those whose hearts are faint. You will find that even in the smallest moments, when you choose to trust instead of fear, to bless instead of curse, to wait instead of rush, my peace will expand its borders in your life. You are a vessel of my presence, and where my presence is, there is peace beyond measure. My beloved child, I have not called you empty, for I have filled you with abilities, insights, and graces that are a reflection of my own nature. I crafted you with precision so that every detail of your being would align with the purpose I have appointed for you. Nothing in you is wasted, and no part of you is overlooked. I have woven skill and wisdom into your spirit so that you may walk in the fullness of what I have prepared. It is written, "Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights." I have given you gifts that are not bound by the limitations of this world, for they carry the breath of eternity, and I have placed them within you to be light in the midst of darkness. I have given you the gift of discernment to see what others overlook, the gift of counsel to guide the wandering, the gift of compassion to heal the broken-hearted, the gift of strength to lift the weary, and the gift of joy to refresh the downcast. You have been entrusted with the ability to speak words that breathe life, to create beauty that reflects my creation, and to act in ways that draw others to my love. I have not withheld from you any spiritual blessing necessary for your calling, for I delight in equipping my children. It is written, "As every man hath received the gift, even so minister the same one to another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of God." I have made you a steward of my grace, and this grace flows through your gifts to meet the needs I place before you. Your gifts are not given to remain hidden, but to shine, to bear fruit, and to multiply. I will open doors for your gifts to be seen and heard, not for your own praise, but so that my light may reach those I send you to. I have given you gifts that will make a way for you, placing you before those who need what I have placed within you, and I will anoint your hands and words so that they accomplish what I intend. It is written, "Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith." Your gifts are unique, fashioned according to the measure of grace I have poured into you, and they are powerful when exercised in faith. I have called you to cultivate them, to stir them up, and to use them without fear or hesitation. Do not compare your gift to another, for I have given each one according to the work I have assigned. What I have placed in you carries a sound that only you can release, a fragrance that only you can bear, and a work that only you can fulfill. You will see how the gifts I have entrusted to you align perfectly with the seasons I lead you through, and you will discover that in my timing, even what seemed dormant will spring to life. It is written, "A man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men." I will cause your gift to create space where there was none, to open opportunities where the way seemed closed, and to bring you into places where my purposes will unfold through you. Your gift will speak for you in moments when your voice is not heard, and it will bear witness to my favor resting on you. I have also given you the gift of endurance, for every calling will face resistance, but I have made you steadfast. I have given you the gift of vision to see beyond the present, to look upon the unseen, and to believe in what I have promised, even when evidence is hidden. I have given you the gift of hope that refuses to be extinguished, the gift of faith that holds fast in the midst of testing, and the gift of love that remains unshaken when others withdraw. It is written, "Wherefore I put thee in remembrance that thou stir up the gift of God, which is in thee." I am reminding you, my child, that your gift must not lie dormant. I will bring situations that draw it out, challenges that require you to use it, and opportunities where its full measure will be revealed. I have already placed within you what you will need for every season to come. Your task is to trust me enough to release it. Do not fear to step forward, for I am the one who empowers your gift, and I will cause it to accomplish more than you imagine. I will also give you wisdom to know when to use your gift and how to use it, so that it will always edify and bring life. You are a vessel chosen to carry what heaven has poured, and your gift is an expression of my kingdom on earth. It is written, "For the gifts and calling of God are without repentance." I do not withdraw what I have given, and I do not revoke what I have spoken over you. Even in your moments of weakness or wandering, the gifts remain, waiting to be stirred again. I will restore joy to your service, fresh fire to your zeal, and new strength to your hands. You will see how I use your gifts not only to bless others but also to draw you deeper into my presence, for they are a bridge between what I have given and who I am. I have given you gifts for both the quiet and the public places, for the moments of one-on-one and the moments of multitudes. I have given you gifts that will shape generations and gifts that will touch the hidden corners of hearts. I will teach you to walk in humility with your gifts, for humility will keep the channel open for my Spirit to flow. You will learn that your gift is not simply a tool but a trust, and in stewarding it well, you will bring joy to my heart. It is written, "Neglect not the gift that is in thee." My child, I have called you to be faithful with what I have given, to keep it from being buried by fear, distraction, or discouragement. I will help you guard it, grow it, and give it, for it is a part of my plan to reveal myself through you. I have appointed times when your gift will be the answer to someone's cry, the solution to someone's need, and the confirmation to someone's prayer. You will see how what I placed in you was never random, but was always meant to meet moments I foresaw long before you walked into them. You are gifted because you are mine, and I delight in seeing you walk in the fullness of what I have entrusted. The more you pour out, the more I will pour in, and your life will become a continual flow of my goodness to the world. My child, you are my workmanship, created for the works I prepared long before you took your first breath, and nothing in you is an accident. I have given you gifts that bear the fragrance of eternity, gifts meant to be a light in the dark, strength for the weary, and hope for the broken. They are not the world's idea of talent alone, but divine deposits of my own nature, expressions of love, wisdom, healing, creativity, and insight that flow through you because I have chosen you. It is written, "The manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal." I have placed in you the ability to perceive what others overlook, to bring solutions where there seems to be no answer, to speak words that pierce through despair, and to act with compassion that melts even the hardest of hearts. These gifts are not bound to a season or a location. They will work in you wherever I send you, for they come from my Spirit, who dwells within you. You will find that as you walk with me, these gifts will grow, sharpen, and multiply, for I am the one who cultivates them in you. It is written, but the anointing which ye have received of him abideth in you. That anointing is my presence resting on your gifts, empowering them to do what natural effort could never achieve. Your words will carry weight because they are breathed by me. Your actions will have impact because my spirit moves through them, and your presence will shift atmospheres because I am with you. I have also given you gifts that flow quietly in the background, unseen by many but deeply known in heaven. Gifts of prayer that move mountains, gifts of intercession that shield others from destruction, gifts of patience that sustain those walking through storms, and gifts of steadfast love that reflect my own heart. These are as precious to me as any public display of gifting, for they carry eternal value. It is written, "Thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth." I have given you the ability to build, to create, to steward resources, to establish places of refuge and provision for others, and to use your gifts not only in word but in works that transform lives. You will see that as you pour out what I have given, I will continue to replenish you, for I am your source. The enemy has tried to convince you that your gifts are too small or insignificant, but I remind you that in my hands, what seems small becomes mighty, and what seems weak becomes strong. I have placed you in the body exactly where your gifts are needed, and there you will bear fruit that remains. It is written, "For we are laborers together with God. Ye are God's husbandry, ye are God's building." You are not working alone. I am with you, guiding the use of your gifts so that they fit perfectly into the greater work I am doing in the earth. You will see that your obedience to use what I have given you will not only bless those you touch, but will also draw you deeper into the flow of my Spirit. I will give you wisdom to discern the right moments to release your gift, for timing is as important as the gift itself, and I will teach you to be sensitive to my leading so that every act of service is fruitful. I will also open your eyes to new dimensions of your gifting that you have not yet discovered, for there are depths in you that only my Spirit can reveal. It is written, "Eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man, the things which God hath prepared for them that love him." As you continue to walk with me, you will find hidden treasures within yourself, prepared for moments you have not yet faced. I have given you the capacity to endure seasons of preparation, for sometimes a gift must be refined before it can be fully released. I will use challenges to sharpen you, opportunities to stretch you, and victories to confirm what I have placed within you. You will not be left to wonder whether your gifts matter, for I will bring you into situations where their value is undeniable, where the very thing I have given you becomes the answer someone has been crying out for. It is written, "Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works, and glorify your Father which is in heaven." Your gifts are light, and when you let them shine without fear, they will lead others to me. I will also protect your gifts from being corrupted or misused, for I have set my seal upon you, and no plan of the enemy can destroy what I have established in you. I will teach you to guard your heart, to walk in humility, and to stay close to me so that your gifts always remain aligned with my will. I will bring you into alignment with others whose gifts complement yours, for I have designed the body to function in unity, each part supplying what is needed. In this way, Your gifts will not be isolated, but will join with others to accomplish greater works than you could alone. It is written, "Two are better than one," because they have a good reward for their labor. I will also remind you that your gift is not your identity, for your worth comes from being mine. You are loved apart from what you do, yet I delight in seeing you walk in the fullness of what I have given you. There will be seasons when I call you to rest so that your gift may be renewed, and there will be seasons when I call you to pour out without holding back. In both, I am the one sustaining you. The gifts I have given you carry eternal purpose, and when you use them in my name, they leave an imprint that will last beyond your lifetime. I will cause your gift to bear fruit in ways you may never see until eternity, and in that day, you will rejoice at the harvest you had a part in. It is written, "Be not weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not." I encourage you, my beloved, to continue sowing with your gift, for the harvest will come. Even when you feel unseen, I see every act of faithfulness, and I will reward openly what you have done in secret. I will also surprise you with the ways I multiply your gift. For what you offer in obedience, I will expand beyond your reach. There will be moments when I move swiftly, bringing sudden opportunities for your gift to be displayed, and there will be times when I move slowly, allowing the roots to go deep before the fruit appears. Trust my process, for I know the appointed time for every seed I have planted in you. I will ensure that your gift continues to grow in purity and power, that it always reflects my heart, and that it never becomes a burden but remains a joy. I am the one who began this good work in you, and I will be faithful to complete it. The shackles that bound your mind, the fears that gripped your heart, and the guilt that weighed upon you have no more power, for I have spoken your freedom into existence. It is written, "If the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed." I have loosed you from the dominion of sin, so it no longer reigns over you, and I have taken you out from under the condemnation of the law, covering you in my righteousness so that you stand blameless before me. I have brought you out of darkness into the light of my kingdom, and in this light there is no shadow of bondage left to hide. The prison doors have been opened, and I have led you out into wide and spacious places where you can breathe the air of my Spirit. You are no longer a captive to your past, for I have separated you from it as far as the east is from the west, and I remember your sins no more. You are no longer defined by what once enslaved you, for I have given you a new name and a new identity that cannot be touched by the accuser. It is written, "Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty." My Spirit dwells in you to keep you in that liberty, to remind you that the yoke of slavery has been destroyed and the cords of oppression cut. You do not have to strive to earn what I have freely given, for your freedom is not fragile. It is secured by my blood and guarded by my word. The enemy will try to whisper lies to pull you back into fear, but I have given you power, love, and a sound mind so that you will not be shaken. You are free to stand in my presence without shame, to lift your face toward me without hiding, for the veil has been torn and the way to me is open. I have given you authority over every power that seeks to enslave you again, and I have placed my word in your mouth, as a weapon to cut through the cords of the wicked. It is written, Stand fast therefore in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. I will strengthen you to hold your ground, to resist the old patterns that once bound you, and to walk boldly into the new life I have called you to. You are free to live without the constant weight of trying to please men, for I have called you to serve me, and in serving me, you will find rest for your soul. You are free to rejoice even in trials, for your freedom is not dependent on circumstances but on the unchanging truth of my word. You are free to forgive, for I have forgiven you, and in releasing others, you keep your own heart unchained. You are free to love without fear of being broken, for my love in you cannot be exhausted. It is written, For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. This adoption means you have been brought into my family, seated at my table, and given the rights of a child who belongs in my house. You are no longer an outsider peering in. You are mine, and your place is secure. I have freed your mind from the lies that told you you were unworthy, and I have replaced them with the truth that you are chosen, beloved, and redeemed. I have freed your heart from the chains of bitterness and filled it with my peace that guards and sustains you. You are free to dream the dreams I place in your heart, for I have removed the ceilings the enemy tried to set over you. You are free to speak life where there has been death, to bring hope where there has been despair, and to declare my goodness in the land of the living. It is written, Thou hast loosed my bonds. I have not freed you only for your sake, but so that you can lead others into the same liberty. The testimony of your freedom will break chains in those who hear it, and the light you carry will pierce the deepest darkness. You will walk in places where others are still imprisoned, and my Spirit in you will open their eyes to the possibility of release. You will carry my presence into atmospheres of oppression, and freedom will follow you because I am with you. I have made you a vessel of deliverance, and every step you take in my name will push back the borders of captivity. You are free to worship without restraint, to pour out your heart before me without reserve, for I delight in the song that rises from a liberated soul. You are free to run and not grow weary, to walk and not faint, for I renew your strength daily. It is written, He brought them out of darkness and the shadow of death, and brake their bands in sunder. I have done this for you, and I will do it again wherever the enemy tries to rebuild what I have destroyed. You will find that your freedom grows deeper as you abide in me, for the more you know my truth, the more the remnants of bondage fall away. You will learn that your freedom is both a gift and a responsibility, for I have called you to guard it, to walk in it, and to use it to glorify me. I will teach you how to live as one who is truly free, free from fear of the future, free from the weight of the past, free from the opinions of men, and free from the snares of the enemy. Your spirit will soar because nothing holds it down, and your life will shine as a testimony that whom I set free is free indeed. My beloved, every chain that once hindered you has been broken by the power of my voice, and every prison wall that surrounded you has crumbled before my presence. I have placed you upon a firm foundation where no accusation can stand against you, and I have clothed you with garments of salvation, so that no shame can cling to you. It is written, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." I am that truth, and as you abide in me, the lies that once held you captive are silenced. I have declared that you are no longer a servant of sin, but a vessel of righteousness, and I have washed you so thoroughly that no stain remains. The gates of the enemy's territory have been opened before you, and I have led you out with a mighty hand, making a public display of the victory that is yours. I have destroyed the yoke that bowed your shoulders, and I have replaced it with my yoke, which is easy, and my burden, which is light. I have given you a song of deliverance that will never fade from your heart, and I have filled your mouth with words that proclaim liberty to those in darkness. It is written, "The Lord looseth the prisoners." I have not only loosed you, but I have also given you the keys of the kingdom so that you may open the way for others. You are free to walk in my will without fear of missing your path, for I am your shepherd, and I go before you to prepare the way. You are free to stand against the powers of darkness, for I have armed you with the whole armor of God, and nothing formed against you shall prosper. The enemy may seek to entangle you again with the cords of old habits or the nets of past failures, but I have given you the strength to shake them off and trample them underfoot. The freedom I have given you is not fragile but enduring, for it is rooted in my resurrection and sustained by my Spirit. I have lifted the weight from your heart so that you can run the race set before you with endurance, looking unto me, the author and finisher of your faith. It is written, "Thou hast delivered my soul from death, mine eyes from tears, and my feet from falling." Your freedom is not only for your benefit, but for my glory, that the world may see what I have done and know that I am the Lord who delivers. You are free to live in joy even when storms surround you, for my peace guards your heart like a fortress. You are free to hope when others despair, for your hope is anchored beyond the veil in the unshakable promises I have spoken. I have called you out of the narrow confines of fear and into the wide spaces of faith where you can stretch your wings and rise on the wind of my Spirit. You are free to speak with me at any moment, to draw near without hesitation, for the curtain has been torn and nothing separates you from my presence. You are free to choose life in every decision, for I have placed before you the path that leads to blessing and abundance. It is written, "I will walk at liberty, for I seek thy precepts." As you walk in the light of my word, you will find that freedom grows deeper with each step, for my truth will uproot every remaining trace of captivity. You will see that freedom is not merely an escape from chains, but the ability to live fully in the destiny I have prepared for you. I have not brought you out only to leave you wandering. I am leading you into an inheritance that cannot be stolen, into a land where the fruit of your labor will not be devoured by the devourer. You are free to plant without fear, to build without anxiety, to sow without worrying that the harvest will be lost. You are free to give without reservation, for I will supply all your needs according to my riches in glory. I have released you from the spirit of heaviness and clothed you with the garment of praise so that joy becomes your constant companion. You are free to forgive the deepest wounds, for my grace flows through you like a river that cannot be stopped. You are free to lay down every burden at my feet, knowing that I care for you and will sustain you. It is written, "The Lord hath redeemed his servant Jacob, and he will be glorified in Israel." I have redeemed you for myself, and your life is a testimony that my power is greater than any chain the enemy can forge. Walk boldly in this liberty, and do not look back to the shadows, for you have been brought into the light where I am. You are free to rejoice without the shadow of condemnation, for there is no condemnation to those who are in me. You are free to declare the works of the Lord in the assembly of the saints, to tell of my goodness in the land of the living. You are free to rest, for your striving to earn my love has ended, and you stand complete in me. You are free to stand in the midst of adversity without being moved, for your feet are planted on the rock that cannot be shaken. You are free to sing in the night season, to praise when the battle is fierce, because you know the victory is already yours. It is written, "He hath broken the gates of brass, and cut the bars of iron in sunder." Every barrier that stood in your way has been shattered, and I have given you access to the treasures hidden in secret places. You are free to walk in wisdom that is from above, to make decisions led by my Spirit rather than by fear.